Good evening, everyone, and welcome to What Christmas Tradition Do You Miss? Otherwise, otherwise known as various tabletop battles with the Armchair Dragoons. It is 1810 on the 30th of December, 2024, the day before New Year's Eve. Oh, 2024, I hope you are... 2024. The older I get, the more I appreciate that image of the outgoing year as an old man and then baby New Year, because it feels tired. You know, like, okay, let's do a new one. So I hope you're doing something fun. We're playing war games. That's what we're doing, and we have a lovely group that is gathered here tonight to play one of our recent favorites, Midgard: Heroic Battles by the Two Fat Lardies. Let me put out a tweet before I go very far. I am very, very close to declaring the Royal Anti-Ron Society in effect. He was supposed to play with us earlier this week. And then, who is talking to me? Oh, my goodness.
We're talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... No, I got all kinds of comments on the YouTube channel. I don't know what's going on. But there it is. So we have what we have. So be quiet. And here we have Tom Primrose. Tom Primrose is happy to see Midgard. We are too. I like Midgard a lot. And I do want to get my tweet out here. Boof. I am very close to putting out the Royal Anti-Ron Society because he was supposed to be with us. And on more than one occasion with Midgard now, the scenario was inspired by him. And this is not an exception. Dalinor's love of dwarves is well known. So, unfortunately, tonight we have lined up a couple of doughty subjects. We have on one side of the four people playing tonight, the two who know how to play Midgard are on the same side of the table. That would be our guy Achilles and the chronologist, who are playing the Wood Elves. Let's go have a look at them. Look at those Wood Elves. Now, I would say these are not Tolkien Wood Elves. These are Warhammer Wood Elves. You know, these are very much of a piece with what you'll see in Warhammer Fantasy Battles because, oh my goodness, is the Tabletop Simulator Workshop stock full of them. So look at this, he's got these Glade Guard. Oh, those guys are crazy. They're archers. Look at them. And then he's got Tree Men, but then he's got, oh, look at that. I'm very proud of this guy. This took a while to fuss with. A Tree Man Ancient. He's spooky. He has powers. Chrono's going to have to tell us about those powers.
Oh, yes.
We have over here, though, we have the Glade Riders with their... those guys were such a pain in the butt, but I got them right. I'm happy about the way they came out. They're very dynamic. These are all obviously scanned figures that someone has painted and scanned, and they did a very nice job. A lot of credit to them. Over here, we have War Dancers. Ooh. And in the back here, we have Elf Spearmen. That's the one group I would have recognized, to tell you the truth. But over here, we have Dwarves. Yes, we do. And what do the dwarves bring to the table? Felker is psyched. We have our leaders right there, but we have berserks. I had them as skirmishers. They're skirmishers. We have dwarven scouts. I was a little bit weirded out about that, but that's they too are skirmishers. That's what they are. And they've got bows. I did not give them the crossbows. I borrowed a lot of this from an existing list, parenthetically. Then we also have the Hearth Guard. They're the best of the heavy troops. And then I just put in a boat ton of dwarves. Look at them all. There's a lot of them. It's a 500-point battle.
Look at those handsome beards.
Look at those beards. Those are good beards. And of course, yes, we brought along the Trollbreaker, a dwarven war machine. It's got a lot. Otherwise known as a cannon, I think. I have costed them out using their reputation scores, and I've determined that the dwarves actually have a little more rep. They come in with 18 Pringles of Glory, which are actually, as we all know, silver hasses, the only coin accepted as currency throughout the world.
Of course.
They have 18 silver hasses. Whereas over here, our friends the elves, they have a mere 15 silver hasses, which I thought was rather interesting. Going through the rep table, so it's a little lower on rep, but they are still the same on points. And this is a very particular scenario, but what I want to do is very quickly kind of run through the rules, and I promise to coach up our dear friends OJ and Velker as they go along. But it's actually, as Achilles said, it's actually a pretty easy rule set to get your head around. But we'll start here with the actions. The first thing is, every single turn, you're going to pass out mighty deeds. And those mighty deeds we're going to represent with tokens that are placed behind your heroes. Your heroes and your commanders, they're your big guys. They can do all sorts of bonko crazy things. Now, they're not all powerful like they can sometimes be in Warhammer, but they do have a very, very significant role to play in the game. You're going to pass out their mighty deeds. How many mighty deeds do they get? Well, all you have to do is look over the tooltip and see the number there. So here, for example, we have Grimir, Lord of the Copper Mountains. He's a 3. That means he has 3 mighty deeds. 3 things that he can do with those throughout the course of the game, and obviously there's a lot of things he can do with them. Next, the attacker will move. Movement in this game is astonishingly simple, and it's one of, I think, its real strengths. Maybe I can teach it to you in 1 minute or less in general terms. Let me take this Hearthguard right here. The game, much like Blucher, thinks in terms of base widths. A base width in this game is 5 inches. It says spear throws. Maybe I should respect the idiom, but they are spear throws. Most units get a single spear throw or base width to move. If it moves dead ahead, it can move that full distance. If it moves in any way, to the left, to the right, to the rear, to the angle, to the wheel, to the anything, it suddenly gets cut in half, 2.5 inches. Most units will get 2 chances to move. A unit like this, you'll notice it has the ability drilled. That's important. Because most units, when they get their first one for free, oh, look, I just moved my 5 inches. Very exciting. Straight ahead. If it wants to move again, it has to make a check. And this check is a universal check throughout Midgard. Another of its strengths. It's 1 die. You need a 5 or a 6. Period. That's it.
I was 3 up.
Is it?
For command check.
Oh, of course. Thank you. It's a 3 up. Wow, where did I get 5 or 6 from? Those are hits.
That's the hit. That's to hit people.
Yeah, that's to hit people. 3 up is a hit. That's it. And if you roll a 3 up, you can move again. If you're drilled, you don't have to check. All right. The only exception to that are your skirmishers. Now, both sides have skirmishers. That's these guys here.
Fast for a dwarf.
They can, they're great sprinters, wasted over long distances. They can go about as quickly as they like, but they can move in any direction. They don't have those limitations of the other guys. So bear that in mind. So that's movement, and you're going to move around. Now, every unit puts out in front of it a kill box that is 5 inches deep. 5 inches. That's a big deal. From a movement perspective, if you're in somebody's kill box, you got to be going towards it. You can go away from it, you can pull out of it, but you can't be sneaking around it. It's a zone of control. It goes forward, and it's pretty hard zone of control. Given the fact that you're usually moving forward in this game, it's typically not too hard to figure out. Then there will be attacker. Then right after that, your light units, just your lights, not your regulars. And I don't think that dwarves have any regular bowmen. They don't. Your lights, your skirmishers, they get to shoot. And they get to shoot out to the range that it indicates. You can see it indicates like javelins right there. There's those berserks. They're chucking javelins. And they get to go out to 5 inches. And we'll go over combat when it actually happens. The other missiles, your serious heavy missiles, look out for them because they're nasty. Did you buy some, Carl? Yeah, you did. Of course you did. Your Glade Guard.
I have oodles of them.
Yeah, you do. I was going to say, you're probably replete with them. These Glade Guard, they don't get to shoot in that phase. They have to wait till a later archery phase. And trust me, these guys are nasty with a bow. That's some real... They are prepared to put out some pain. And we'll go over exactly how that works when we need to shoot. It's actually, again, not too hard to figure out. And I'll prompt you for the first couple turns to see how you should shoot. You're then going to do melees. And melees are probably the most complex piece of the game. So we'll go over it in some detail when we get there. And you can certainly ask questions. Then the defender will move. The defender will be able to shoot with his lights. Then the defender will melee. And then there is that group shooting that I told you about, where everybody shoots, where the defender gets to shoot first, but we take turns one base at a time. So let's not delay anymore. Let's see if anybody else has joined us. Jeff Russ, good to see you. Oh, Brian Aarons has ordered the rules this morning. Oh my goodness. Aha. So hopefully we will only screw up an absolute minimum. Chrono, just for his sake, keep me honest. I know you will. Now, there we are. One big thing is, now, people have special abilities. Leaders have special abilities. Chrono has a boat ton. So what I'm going to ask to do is, when we're moving them the first couple times, let's talk. When we're in there and we're moving them, let's talk about their special abilities, what they mean. They're usually not very complex at all. They do one thing. For example, and why don't we knock off the toughest of them all? That is Tree Man Ancient, who has about the length of a Bible worth of them. Aloof. What does Aloof do, Chrono?
Aloof is for monsters, war machines, etc., and indicates that unless one of your leaders has a certain trait, which is labeled Beastmaster in the rules, he cannot be influenced by his mighty deeds for rerolling command tests and things like that.
Yeah, he's on his own. He also has an Aura of Dread. What does that do?
Aura of Dread is actually very potent, because it means that friendly units who would normally give you saves and who are supporting you in melee cannot do so, because he's just too terrifying.
Right, and support is a way that you avoid. It's a way to get saving throws against damage. In that case, you're saying, yeah, I like you and all. I know we're from the same area, but we're not helping. We're not.
It's, in fact, one of the only ways he's saving throws, aside from terrain.
Right.
Terrain.
I notice he's brutal.
Brutal, if I remember correctly, means that instead of hitting on a 5 or 6 when he rolls his combat dice, he instead hits on a 4, 5, or 6.
Correct. So that's pretty. So again, he's coming in, and by the way, you'll see he's got CD 10. That means he's rolling 10 dice just for starters. 10 dice for. He's also fearsome.
Fearsome, again, if I recall correctly, means that when he wins a combat and someone falls back from him, they fall back a whole spear throw instead of a mere half spear throw.
Correct. Impetuous. Well, what does impetuous mean?
It means that if he is within charge distance, he must do so. It also means that he cannot even attempt to restrain when he is winning a combat, and will have to follow up and continue pursuit.
Right, if he pushes you back in combat, he's got to come. He doesn't have a choice. There's no discretion. He just comes to attack you. Next, steadfast.
Steadfast. Normally, if you retreat into or are retreated into by friendly units, you have to make a command check to see if you take a casualty from the disorder. However, steadfast means you get to ignore that. You don't have to check for casualties.
Right, you're fine. You just step back nicely in an organized fashion.
Or they go around you, because in this case you're a giant tree.
And towering, one of my favorites.
That gives you some bonus dice in combat. However, it also means he will get bonus dice to shoot at you. And perhaps the funniest part is when this unit is eliminated, you check to see what direction it falls and if it crushes anyone.
Yeah, that's Daniel. Oh, Ron's on the road. All right. Flyers have to be appropriate to the setting. Don't put them in just because you want to. Be setting appropriate. Silly person. I have flyers for my Battle of 5 Armies set. So here we are in Midgard.
I don't suppose he has the fear of fire trait.
He does not.
You would think. Both the attacker and the defender have selected a force up to 300 points. Well, we're playing more than that.
You have doubled that.
I'm not sorry. First, the defender places all heroes and units in their vanguard contingent on the table in deployment zone A. Now, I hope he said. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
I thought I did that. Yay me.
You did.
And what we're going to do here is we'll have to talk about who's the attacker and the defender. But the defender places all heroes and units in their vanguard contingent in the table in deployment zone A. Next, the attacker will place their vanguard contingent in deployment zone B. Following this, the center contingents are placed alternatingly, and then finally the rear guard. These are the positions the forces hope that they have deployed in before the mist came down. Now that we establish what has happened to each contingent as they deployed in the dark in the mist. So, the first question becomes, who should be the attacker? Who should be the defender?
Good dice for it.
Who should that be? Does that seem right? Yeah, why don't we do that? Right. Why don't we do a 1d6? High roll gets to pick.
Oh, okay.
Poor Velker. You're in charge tonight.
Oh, yes.
There it is. What do you want to do, Velker, attack or defend?
I mean, we're pretty dwarfy. I think we're pretty defensive, right?
Fine by me.
Sound right, OJ?
Does that make sense, OJ?
Sounds good to me.
All right, so y'all are defending. Well, with that in mind, now there are these things called contingents. What's a contingent? You have to break up your force, and again, they're not the most important thing, but they play an important role in the battle. These heroes, you have to break up your army into contingents, and each one of them has to represent. It's a third, isn't it?
No, there's it doesn't have to be a third.
Oh, it has to be a minimum. It has to be a minimum.
Minimum number of points. If I remember.
Yeah, it's a minimum. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Let me see.
It's actually not hard to do, tell you the whole truth.
Let's see if it's in the index.
What I sincerely wish they would do is release a not so fancy PDF so that it wouldn't take forever to load.
Too fancy.
That is a modest concern, but it's what I.
There we go. Each contingent must contain units and heroes totaling at least 25% of the points value.
Yeah.
Yes.
So 25%, 150 points. So you should be looking at about 150 points per group. So you want to take a look at your groups here. You will notice I have placed their point value on them. See that? It's, every base has it at the very bottom, so it's easy to spot. And your heroes count, and your heroes are expensive.
Well, it can be. Sometimes it'd be very cheap.
Yeah. I mean, I have over here, I have Lepescu the Crafty. He is an artillerist. Guess where he goes? And he is 12 points. So, he's not much at all. But some of them, as you say, can be very great. So, I suppose the first thing you both should do is break up your armies into sides, into contingents, and you can place them out here. We won't hold you to that. But why don't Velker and OJ go on over to the alternative chat in Discord?
It doesn't really work because I can't put on the
Okay.
microphone unless you stay out.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So I will go there with you.
Okay.
I will go there with you at alternative game chat, whereas Achilles and Chrono, they can stay here in the regular chat and go through their stuff.
All right.
I've joined you.
All right.
What's that, OJ?
I just hello.
Oh, hey. You're a little break up. Are you on Bluetooth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that better?
99 ping. Yeah,
That is
now.
better.
Okay. My microphone has been tipped a little.
Okay.
Oh, what? I'm pagan out on
He's got a lot of
everybody's pagan. Ping
No, it's just you.
pinging time. Just
No,
me?
Yep.
I don't know what that's about.
No. It is just you, my friend. All right. So
Just noticed it.
leave it to you and Velker. Obviously, you have a ton of these dwarves to split up amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
Rough
So
terms.
this one here goes.
You can put them anywhere you want. The one thing I will say, this guy Grimir, he is an army commander. he can affect anybody.
Hmm.
He can do his things with anybody on the board. The other guys, they're limited to the units to which they're attached.
And is this a unit or is the whole thing a unit?
Each base is a unit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I've got no ability to move anything right at the moment. So the one commander here looks like he has to go with the home guard or the earth guard today.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean that makes sense. You should be better. You should be better now.
Lepescu's definitely with the cannons.
Yeah,
there
Lepescu
we
should
go.
be with the artillerists. Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
All right. And how many points total did we have?
It's total of 600, so you should be putting about 200 points in each one of these areas. Just in, like I say,
Yep.
in general terms.
I think
Yeah.
Gregor can just kind of stick with a big group of the dwarves, just the regular infantry.
That's fine.
It'll be flexible, so we're just gonna sit back here. Then probably have.
You want the berserkers and the artillery together, maybe?
That's not a bad idea. They might be able to defend it pretty well.
Yeah, we may have
Bit of
to.
extra cushion
Yeah.
with the javelins.
35, 35, 70, 105.
Should probably have one of the guys with the scouts.
Yeah.
He's got hold fast. I don't know any.
Hold fast. It's only fair I should tell you what these things do, I think.
Yeah.
Dee-dee-dee. 2 words, yeah?
Yep.
It has the power to rally wavering troops, possibly using a horn, banner, or artifact that will encourage the soldiers to fight on in the most difficult of circumstances. Once per game, and at any point in his phase, the hero may spend a mighty deed to attempt to rally a damaged but not destroyed unit within 2 spear throws and give it a point of stamina back. That's a big deal. It's one of the few ways you can get stamina back. Also, you take a command test for a unit within 2 spear throws. If it is passed, a single stamina point is restored.
Nice. Alright, and then what is Battle Smiter?
That means he is extra good in single combat, something you can challenge your opponents to.
And today we fight to win.
And yeah, Battle Smiter, for what it's worth. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, those are general traits. I see. You want today we fight to win.
Yeah.
Scroll. Oh, artillerist, by the way, since I just scrolled past it. Only you. He's the only person who can attach himself to a monstrosity artillery unit with the aloof trait. When attached to the aloof unit, the artillerist may move with and influence the unit using their mighty deeds, and adding shooting dice. So he's the only guy. He's actually a hero that works with them, I guess I would say.
Mm-hmm.
The today we fight to win. It can only be used when a hero is attached to the unit in combat during either side's melee phase. He must spend a mighty deed to use this trait and must declare it before the combat takes place. You then roll 1d6 and add this many dice to the unit's combat dice for this phase only. You can only do it once per game. So it's that guy going all in.
Right.
Once per game.
We should probably stick him then with the Hearthguard.
Sounds good.
Gonna-
So right now, are we sticking the scouts with the Hearthguard?
Sure, they can be their advance. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, we're defending, so my other thought is that we keep the Hearthguard back along with some of the Dwarves of the Iron Hills as like the. What is the? Is there any VPs, Jim, or is it just strictly
Nope.
annihilation?
It's annihilation.
Okay, so never mind.
There are very few scenarios in Midgard that care about terrain that way.
Okay. and that's fine. Because I think right now, with these guys here, are you thinking about? Well, we have to have 3 units of 200 points each, roughly.
Yeah, yeah. You got to break them up into 3s. Yep.
I'm about 100.
Into 3s.
Yeah,
Or
into 3
total?
groups.
Right, right, and they have to have about 200. They
Yeah.
have to have 200 points each or so.
Yep. Exactly.
All right, because right now, so this has only got 100 and
Let's see, 16, 64.
169. If I did the math right. Do the leaders count as the points too, though?
Yes.
Yeah, leaders count
Yes,
for a bunch.
absolutely.
Okay.
Let me see. Calculator.
So looks like you're at 200 even, if that's true.
64 plus 21.
Well, what happened to our commander of the guard? Where did he go?
Your big guy? He's right here. Oh,
No, we had another sub commander.
Copper Pass, Son of Grimnir.
I thought we had somebody that was like, oh, here he is, back here, captain of the guard.
Oh, that way.
Yeah.
Who I was looking for.
He doesn't have any special abilities, so I figured I'd just stick him kind of with these guys. With the
He
master.
still has. He will have a mighty deed, which is he can also add in a little bit into his into combat if it comes to it.
Right. Should we put him with this?
Okay.
The berserks, do you think?
All right.
What do you
So that's
think?
26. That's 56. So we need a bunch more units attached to here.
Yeah. So maybe we
Well,
bring-
56 plus the artillerist. It's another 12, so that's 68. Plus captain of the guard. What did I just say? 68, 82. So we need another 118 points.
This line is 135.
So you took 4 of them. That'd be fine.
You got them?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, not you.
Maybe not.
There you go.
Oh.
That makes sense.
All right.
Yeah, that's real close. All right. All right, you got them bunched up. Now you don't have to place them out there yet.
I'm just gonna-
Let's go back to the regular chat. Talk to the crew. All right, they're coming back. Behave yourself.
Oh, okay.
All right. With them having been abroked up, we return to the scenario, which is actually the 4th scenario. I keep getting in my head that it's the 3rd. Okay, so the defender places all heroes and units in their vanguard first. So out you go.
Which one's which? Huh?
Oh, I see. Which one is which? That's
That's up to you.
yeah. I was gonna say. And remember, they may not wind up there.
All right. Guess we just. Let's go with the biscuit, I think.
Them guys?
Yep.
I'll get them out there for you. Oh, you got it? Cool. Just make sure they all fit and deploy yourself as you might. There isn't a lot of benefit in Midgard to doing this.
Sure.
It's typically, you want that. If you want a second line, you can put it behind you, but you got to space it out. Because being right behind is potentially very bad.
Can this guy shoot over?
Yes,
Not
he can shoot. He can shoot over, but it's at greatly diminished effect.
Gotcha. Just so it won't get on.
And it's worth pointing out for shooting that if it's not in, I have to check out work. I had to check out works for war machines actually because we haven't had a war machine.
Yeah, because it's Hell's Breath that I really want. It's Hell's Breath and Blast I want to look at.
Yeah, let me check that really quick while we're talking about it.
Yeah, we're having fun adding new things.
Wires, scenarios, shooting.
Hell's Breath. When a unit is hit by missiles from a unit with Hell's Breath, it must roll 2 dice for its command test and use the lower. Missile weapons with Hell's Breath have no additional effects if used against enemy charging into combat. So that's it. And now, Blast.
Area of effect?
Blast. A unit with Blast does not have it shooting when shooting at a target outside its killing zone.
Yes.
But within 1 spear throw wide corridor directly to its front.
Right. So if you shoot outside of this corridor, basically, then you roll half your shooting dice. If you shoot something within that corridor, you're rolling all of them.
If the target is within range, but outside of the 1 spear throw wide corridor directly in front, the attack is half shooting as usual. The range of blast varies according to the missile. We have that on the tooltip. They are in the shooting phase. They are not used during a charge in the melee phase. That's key, because you do often get bow shots in the melee phase.
Oh.
So they got to shoot things before they get to them. Is the point?
Right.
I think fixed means they have a slower movement.
And they're fixed and slow. So.
Yeah, fixed. Fixed. If a unit has a fixed trait, takes hits from being shot, it must take a command test, but will not retreat if it fails. Instead, the unit will take a shot marker. If it does not already have one, so it indicates that it is shot. This represents the temporary disorder caused by the shooting. Ouch. They may never charge into contact with the enemy. I wasn't thinking they should.
Can't imagine they want to, but
Yeah. And if a unit with a fixed trait is defeated in melee combat, it does not retreat. It is automatically destroyed.
And slow?
So obviously you must needs protect it.
Right.
Slow. It may make 1 movement action per phase. It may not attempt a second one.
And reluctant?
It is also... that doesn't
I
sound...
really don't like these words. They're making them feel very sad.
A reluctant unit must pass a command test to move. Anytime. And it cannot be given to any unit with the impetuous trait. You cannot be both relentless and impetuous.
Reluctant and impetuous.
Yeah, it sounds wrong.
Which is
So,
I suppose
so the bottom line, they want to be parked somewhere to shoot at people.
Right.
So, all right, well, it's your turn, elvish people. You have to place your vanguard.
that would be this group over here, which is
Yes,
Achilles.
yes. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Okay.
Whoops.
Oop. I grabbed a coin without meaning to. All right. Okay. We'll start with these. Okay. Doo-doo-doo.
I'm delighted by the fact that they were clearly marching past each other.
They're marching parallel, and they're like, "Oh wait."
Yeah.
Did Ron put together the dwarves the dwarves
No,
army?
the Dwarven army is a standard list, actually.
Oh, okay.
I just doubled it.
And Chrono customizes.
That
did.
is a chrono custom over there.
Well, no one else was doing it.
Should have let me know. I would have put some iron drakes out here. For all these wood elves.
I do feel a little unfair to you knowing you're the only person in our group who could match Chrono's knowledge of the Warhammer Fantasy figures.
The Vanguard is on the field.
Is deployed. Very good. The Vanguard has been deployed. We will now seek out. I would assume, we're just going to go front, center, back. So defenders, please, dwarves, deploy your center group.
Thinking these guys maybe?
Sure, put the rank and file in the middle. I'm fine with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chrono, can you handle my guys if I have to do anything? I'm going to feed the dogs real
Oh,
quick.
absolutely. Yeah.
Same thing as these guys. Just
Mm-hmm.
stand up the back.
Well, elves, you see it. Go ahead.
All right. Here's the center group. Just gonna.
Holy moly! What? These guys add up to 200?
Mm-hmm. Should.
Well, you don't have to split it exactly.
No, they have to
There's a
be at
minimum.
least 200.
Yeah, 150. But yeah.
So you can weaken yourself.
This balances out? Jeez. Let's see, this is 105 plus. Yeah.
Oh, the fog is in my way.
Yeah, you can.
I can adjust that slightly.
This is a. Okay, your center is kind of nuts. Okay then. This is not a good matchup. This is not the rock, paper, scissors I want to see.
Well, OJ Vulker, you know what to do. You can see it.
Yeah. Pretty well set here.
And elves, you can see it.
Okay, I think I'll do it.
Okay. All right. Now we begin shuffling things around.
Hey.
I hope so.
We'll start here with the with this whole. And it's by contingent, so we have to do the whole contingent. It's 2d6, and this determines which way you go. For 1 spear throw forwards, 5 inches for everybody.
Oh man. That's not what I would have liked.
Your turn, Chrono.
All right, so is our Vanguard again?
I would say
10 inches back.
Let's do
that just means
We
you
can't
bump,
re-
you just bump
you
up
can't-
against your baseline.
6.
That's
One-
it's 1 spear throw to the right into the weeds. Elves like that.
Dirty
No, meat.
tree huggers.
There they go. In the center, please.
OJ, go for it.
If I roll bad, then you'll blame me
An
for
8. The contingent has deployed in the correct position. It does not move.
No way.
Chrono.
Center. 7. I think that's the same
Same
result.
thing. Velker.
Oh man.
Okay, I am back.
You may take it. You
I
got it. Go ahead.
got it.
You got her.
6.
6.
1 spear throw to the right.
Oh.
That you will not move because you are not allowed to bump into the next contingent. Over reroll.
Oh. 5.
5.
5. 1 spear throw forward.
Oh, we're defending. Why are we so overzealous?
Well, this is why we're curious, and we would like to know that too. Curious minds.
Well, I guess
You
the
got lost
scouts
in the
are-
fog, man. Fog of war.
Fog, literally fog of war. Friction. This is friction, Jan. Or
Your
Hef.
contingent ended up moving to the right. a little bit.
I
So,
see that. Yeah.
Yeah. So one of your units has ended up in the weeds.
Oh well.
They're elves. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
They were pining for the fjords.
Fighting for the trees.
Yes.
All right, so everybody has now moved. Yeah, we've done that. Yeah. This is a standard battle.
Wait.
What?
Wait, oh, did we get their center?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were in the right place too.
Oh, okay, because I thought we rolled first. That's why I was
You did.
thinking they had the last roll. Okay, I missed their last roll. Sorry.
This is a standard battle, albeit one in chaotic.
Wait.
Hmm.
Oh wait, no, we didn't do my left. I think. Did we?
Yeah.
Let me see.
You did the left.
Rear guard?
No, I rolled.
Yeah,
no,
I'm
I've only rolled 2d6 2 times.
Oh,
Yeah.
so then that would be OJ's point where you didn't do your center.
No, I did do my
Yeah.
center.
You
I
Oh,
did
you
the
didn't
center.
do Oh, you didn't do your back. Yeah,
Rear
thanks,
guard.
OJ. You're right.
Oh, okay.
You want to go ahead and roll us one since I rolled the other two?
Sure, that's all right. You're right, OJ, but you're wrong. So there.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
You're right.
Is it
but
2
I'm wrong.
dice?
Yeah, 2 dice.
You're right, but for the wrong reason.
Yes, dear.
Oh, right, really wrong.
And turns out you were in the right spot. Look at that.
Well, look at that.
Okay, let's see here. The game has 7 turns. 7 turns. Highest remaining rep wins. Obviously, if you drive the other side to 0, you lose. Mist. Not only has the mist affected deployment, but it is also blanketing the battlefield as the day begins. In phase 1 of each turn, from turn 2 onward, we roll a d6. If the score is 5 or 6, the mist clears at the end of that turn. So we automatically get it for turn 1. Due to the mist, all visibility is reduced. No unit or hero may charge enemy troops until they are within their killing zone. 1 spear throw in the case of enemy heroes. At the start of their first movement action.
Normally you can. Oh, sorry.
The maximum range for shooting is reduced to 1 spear throw. The maximum range for spell casting for sorcerers is 1 spear throw. The range of influence for heroes is reduced to 1 spear throw. A roll of 4+ is needed to pass a command test until the mist clears. So much stuff.
And as a note, for heroes and stuff, when they're attached to a unit, they use the whole unit's footprint to measure from for their command radius.
Yes. They're considered to be somewhere in there.
Yes.
And one of the things you have to be a little religious about is your guy, is he attached, like, butt him right up against him, or is he separate? It matters. Because as Chrono is saying, if he's attached, he's in here.
And he can measure from this corner, for example.
Right.
In theory, that means he could then, if there was no miss, he could then do a 2. This would then be within his normal 2 spear throw command radius. He could get those guys. But if he's back here, then he can't reach these guys over here on the end. So
that is exactly right. So, for some reason that utterly evades me, I know what it was. I was trying to figure out what I would use.
Mighty Deeds.
We need Mighty Deeds. I think we should probably use those from
I like those.
Warhammer. Or from World of
Warcraft.
Warcraft. Let me now do the one thing you really have to do with this.
Loktar Ogar.
Yes, indeedy. Infinite bag.
Oh, nice. So I'll give 2 over here. 2.
So the first thing you do at the start of every turn, find your leaders and give them their mighty deeds. And you do that by placing them right behind them. So for example, Drengnir, son of Gramir, he gets 2. So you go out here and you go 1, 2. Just take him out there. Go ahead and put him right behind him. Same thing, feel free to take him out from wherever you need him. He's a 2. Got a 1 over there.
It's based off the rep, right?
No, it's based off
Yeah.
it is based off the number you see next to them.
Oh, yep, I see it now. Yeah, yeah.
I had 3.
Are they passed out? Are they there?
Mine are.
All right.
Let's see how it goes.
OJ, yours are out?
Yeah.
Velker, yours are out?
Yep.
All right, well, we know who the attacker is. Movement.
You want to start over there, or I can start
Sure.
down here? Either. All right, go for it then.
Whichever you prefer. Okay. Let's see. Go out. So it's
They get 10 because
they
they
get
are
10, right? So
they're
if they
lights.
go- so if they go out of front, they go 5.
5,
right?
right?
They're scout. They're light riders, so they can do whatever they
can-
want.
Yeah,
Actually,
they, yeah. Mhm.
they
Oh,
can
they
go
can go the
10.
full 10. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
if I remember correctly. I'll double check, but I remember that being the case. Movement.
Oop.
Shrimpers and light rider. Yep. Up to their full movement, right? Except this guy who's in the weeds, so he's limited to 5. Up for his first
so he
one.
he can only do 5.
Yeah, because horses. Oh, apparently horses don't do well in trees.
What?
I think he's out.
Okay. That's their first one, and these guys are drilled, so they can do the second one.
Yes. Although in theory, you need what? Although by the rules, you have to complete all of the movement for one unit before you go on to the next one.
So, meaning for each stand?
Yeah, you're
Or
supposed
for
to go
the-
stand by stand.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Don't worry about it. I mean,
Yeah,
we're
it
all
doesn't
learning.
matter because you can't fail. It's only when you fail that it really matters.
Okay. All right. Okay. And what I can't remember though the turning.
You can wheel, and you can wheel as part of your movement, but that's limited by how many inches of movement you have, or you can spend your whole turn just changing your facing to whatever direction you want.
Okay. So I've gone to 8.3. I just want to do one click. So
Yeah. That'll all be
should be
fine.
able to do. Okay. Those guys are done. These guys.
Come on, the mist looks pretty cool.
These guys are also light riders, so they can also do the full 10 if you want them to. Although I don't think they have drilled, so you have to roll for a second.
And and remember, it's now a 4 or better.
Yep.
Okay, so they can do the whole 10.
Yeah. You're moving straight ahead anyway, so either way.
All right. And he is with them.
Guess we'll
Okay.
just go straight down the
There we go.
line. And we'll start with the center. There they come. Blade guard going to advance 5. And they'll try for one. We'll see if we can get a second move out of them. And on a 5, they do. Let's come up here and stop. The treatment agent will. Oh, can you grab that? Can you grab that mist marker for me?
Got it. Oh,
There
yep,
you
there
go. And he will also try to do a second one. He's not feeling it though. He's kind of just no, don't think I will.
Yeah, good luck with that.
My roots got stuck.
Yeah, putting down roots even you could say.
Boy, this guy's going to be confusing because I keep thinking that's the forest.
Yeah. Dunmere Wood. Except
I consider myself to have achieved.
it looks very good. I love it. These guys are gonna come up, and they'll try another one, and they get the 4. So they will come up their 5.
Is that what you named him, Chrono? Muir?
Yes, I named all these guys. All the heroes, anyway.
That's perfect.
Glade Guard. Let's see. They're going to come up there. 2.5 here to get clear of these woods, and then try to... Nope, they don't want to.
When asked, nearly all to date have said no.
Let's see. Where's the terrain rule again?
Why would you ask such a question? Of course they're filled with silver hazes.
Personally, I'm thinking of investing in crypto hazes.
Oh yeah, the new crypto
Hascoin. You're gonna
Hascoin. Get in right now. It's gonna go to the moon. Sorry, I'm looking someone up really quick. All right. These guys are also going to try and move again. However, they are now in rough terrain.
Yes.
And so they have to roll 2 dice and take the lowest.
Yep.
And they fail because of that.
Well done.
So these guys will now come
that's a tough one to pass on because you'd have to get both of your dice have to be 4 or better, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
We'll try this guy.
Yeah.
He gets it.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, look at
that. He advances through the terrain, not minding at all. He's looking straight at a cannon.
Yeah, because this is the group that's made up of the guys that scored the worst on the ASVAB.
As Velker is about to take his ASVAB.
Oh,
that's a funny joke.
No worries. If I could score as high as I did on the ASVAB, you could do it unconscious. You won't have any problem at all.
And that is our movement. So I think we can go to light shooting now.
You got nobody in range.
Well, these
it's
guys.
5 inches. Remember?
Oh, that's right. The mist. I forgot about the mist. Yeah.
It's 5 inches.
Yeah, it's 5 inches because of the mist.
We're in a fog, literal and metaphorical.
Oh.
Yeah. So so now we return. There's obviously no melees. So dwarf people, go. Where do you want to start?
Guess we can start with the berserks.
All right.
Are you wanting? Well,
yeah, if you want them to move again, you should be doing this 1 and 1. You should be doing 1 base at a time.
Okay. That's a good point.
I understand the impulse.
Yes, it's understandable impulse. It's just as the rules is written.
No. Do you want them to move again?
Oh, I totally see you. Yes, I would.
What is relentless?
Relentless means. Oh, what is relentless? Let me find it. I remember it, but I can't tell you off the top of my head. I remember vaguely what it does, but not exactly what it does. Swooping attack. 3. Scenario. Where is it? Also look at the index. Also look at the index.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Because they provide a very nice index for us.
They do. We should use it.
Okay, here we go. The unit relentless trait represents creatures that are either undead or in some magical state that makes them unable or unwilling to retreat. Although in this case, I suppose it's a berserker rage.
I would think.
Relentless units never take command tests when taking hits from shooting. They will never retreat, either losing melee combat. the Relentless unit staying where it is and automatically losing an additional point of stamina instead. This does not cause additional risk to heroes test for any attached heroes, which is not relevant because there's no one attached to them at this point. If the Relentless unit is not destroyed by the additional stamina loss or remains in contact, the winning unit does not move and takes a charging or winning marker.
Okay, so he's just not going to back off. So it's not a movement thing, I guess. Is
Yeah.
the point. Okay.
And they must always pursue.
Yeah. All right. So do you want to move him again or no?
Can I check after I move these guys?
Nope.
Ooh.
That's the point.
Did all in the wrong order. Great.
Well, then put him back. You're learning. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna,
Nobody else moved.
I'm not going to ding you guys for. I'm still learning the rules, and I think I have. Me and Jim, I think, have the most experience on the table. So.
Yeah.
I'd like to protest.
Yeah, I'll move these guys.
Them fellers. Let me get that out of your way. Okay. All right.
So I can't move everyone 5, and then see if I can do if these.
No,
No.
It's unit by unit.
Gotcha. Okay.
And for interpenetrate, the only form of interpenetration is skirmishers moving through formed units. So these guys could do it, but basically when they do that, they.
When then these guys will all just move 1.
All right.
Zerks.
All right.
Wait, we're defending.
Yeah. Well, I realize that's not your instinct, but you are.
I am. Okay.
You guys said you would.
You chose it.
You chose it.
I know I did. That's. I just made that realization. My instincts were fighting me. Okay. Well then, I should move this guy 5, but I won't.
They are berserkers, to be fair.
Yeah, that's the go. And then these guys will stay put.
Okay.
All right. You got the center, OJ.
OJ.
Yep.
Sorry.
For the center, right?
Yep.
And you said that there's no reason to have guys.
There's no reason you want to be within. It's a weird thing. You want to be within 2.5 inches when you go into melee, but you don't want to be butt up against them. You just don't.
I mean,
Okay.
the issue. I mean, it's a tension because you have to be within 2.5 inches to provide support. But if they retreat 2.5 inches and they'll bump into you. And
Except I'm steadfast, and I thought that didn't.
yeah, if you're steadfast, you don't have to care about that. So.
Right. That's what I was thinking. All right. You said 1 at a time?
Yes.
And then if I wanted to move this one a second time, then I could do it at this time, right?
Yes.
But the problem is, these guys are in the way.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to make sure I'm understanding all these pieces here.
Sure.
All right. All right, let's do this. Because I'm not sure that I want my front rank to move anyways. Yeah, let's do these guys up the one time. Okay, center's done.
Left.
All right.
Is that you, Velker? You got the left, right?
Oh, well, you're real close all of a sudden. You're within fighting range.
Unfortunately not. Because they have to be with... in order to melee anybody right now... Well, first of all, shooting is 5 inches. So yeah, theoretically, you could move into shooting range with these guys.
Yeah, but guess what? I'm defending.
You are.
So I'm gonna move back.
All right, that's half. It's legit. As long as you're not moving anybody else.
They give ground.
It's cowardly. Cowardly, I say.
No, we're being tactical. I don't think you wood elves would understand.
What else? No tactics, anyway.
Tactics.
You just like your trees. They said, "Oh, you're cutting down our trees. We're gonna come fight you."
Yeah, well.
Guess what? Look what those trees made. Crossbows. You know where those are going?
Into your neck.
To the orcs.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe.
So, you got anybody else here on the left? You good?
That's all.
All right. Well, there ain't nobody inside of a 5-inch range. Nope. As such, we are at the bottom of the turn. Obviously, nobody has won. Nobody has lost. Duh. Now, let it be said as we get closer to the fight, and it's something you always want to weigh in mind when you're playing Midgard. If one of your leaders, and it has to be a leader, leads a charge into melee, that gets you a silver has, a point of reputation. If a leader leads the first charge of the game, that's 2 silver hases. But it's only the first charge, and it has to be done by a leader. So, but this is now, we are done with turn 1 of 7. It is now the start of the turn. I think we will allow the attackers to roll the die. On a 5 or a 6, the fog will lift at the end of the turn.
No.
It will not. We have
Mr.
fog still.
Mans.
We still have fog still. And away we go with, I don't think anybody spent any points, any of their mighty deeds. So as that is so, you have already distributed your mighty deeds, so you need not redistribute. Away you go, elves.
May as well start over there again, Achilles.
Alrighty. Let's see. Almost.
I think you just nicked their corner there. Yeah.
I actually have
Remember, he
more
can't do
room.
that unless he's within range at the start of the turn.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about shooting.
Yeah. How do you challenge? Challenges to single combat occur at the start of the melee phase.
Okay. That's those boys. Now these guys. All right.
Forgot to do that. Oh well. Mm-hmm. All right. Guys are gonna come up like so. Gonna test for the, well, they're gonna come up like for 5 and stop. Boop. Boop. And then he'll check. And he gets it this time. They do not. Ugly guard. And they'll tick it there. Continue to hang out with them. Over on the right. These guys are going to make their first move. And they'll do that. And these guys will come up like so. Spearmen are going to side shuffle. And we will call that good, I think, for movement.
All right. Saw some guys get into missile range. Let's talk to Achilles over here. The Glade Riders.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, it's a box. That's a fair box, is what that is. They are inside it, and therefore 6.
Yeah, 6 shooting die.
Yeah. What does marksman give him?
+1 die.
So it's 4, 5, 6. 6 for 4, 5, 6.
No, it's additional die, so it'd be 7 for 5 or 6.
Ah, got it. 7 for 5, 6. Thank you.
Okay.
So, what just happened? He rolled 7 dice. Why? Because the Glade Riders have, you'll see, SD of 6, right? They were inside this 5-inch shooting box, the kill box. Just barely, but they're there. Because they're there, they get all their dice. If you're in range, but outside the shooting box, for example, he has those elf bows that could theoretically go 15 inches, you only get half. You only get half round down. And as a consequence, but not the case, he got 6. They're also marksmen, so they got a 7th die. 7, what were they looking for? 5s and 6s. Achilles has rolled 2. He has 2 hits. We look at your armor. Your armor is 3, so they can't kill anybody. But it may be that your guys don't like what just happened. That they just got plinked with these arrows from these lunatic screaming elf people. So, what they will now do is they have to make a command test. So because it's misty, they need a 4 or better. If they fail it, they're going to fall back a half a base depth.
Oh, I think we also need... sorry.
Oh yeah, and you'll have to make a test for him too. We'll get there in a second.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Does this hold fast doesn't do anything, right?
No, that's in melee, I believe.
Scared.
Okay.
And these are the scouts anyway. They don't
These
have
are
hold
scouts.
fast.
They don't have hold fast.
They don't have steadfast.
Well, the commander did. That's why I was asking.
Hold fast. That's a
No,
that's
the
a,
hold fast is that I read that out earlier. He can get rid of a stamina hit later.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry.
a one.
It's
yeah.
once per
Not
game.
remembering what all they do. Yeah.
No problem.
Yep. So it's 1 die. You need a 4, 5, 6.
He gets it.
All right. So
That's
now,
the beer.
there is, however, a further problem. He is in that unit, is Drengir, son of Grimir. You will now, because they have done that arrows to you, you will roll 1 die. You do not want a 1.
Alright. He's good.
He's good. Next.
Okay.
Found stuff is shit.
Next down the line.
Same guys? Yeah,
target.
it has to be, I would think. Yep. Next down the line, same shot, 7 for 5, 6.
2 again.
Another 2.
2. And again, they have to check.
Consistency.
1 die.
Well, that's
Yep.
basically average. So.
I don't want average.
Now, you have failed. You may, if you wish, have him, because he's right there, spend a mighty deed to give them a reroll. You get all your mighty deeds back at the end of the turn, just so you know.
Yes, I will.
All right, he's spending a mighty deed. We just typically put those back here, right on the rail. And so you get a reroll.
Oh no.
You can do it again if you want.
What else
then you
could I
got-
spend it for? Hypothetically.
Well, you can do it for... There's a lot of things. The biggest thing is you use them to... you can increase your combat power. You can also use it in single combat. It can give you extra dice.
You can also use it this won't come up now, but you use it to activate your hold fast ability. and you can also use it to reroll a failed Risk to Heroes check. Although it costs you a rep point because people are like, that's not very heroic of you trying to save your own skin.
Or you can use it to if you want to make a move that you had to dice for and you can't and you don't pass it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I doubt they're going into melee combat, so I'll use it. 'Cause I'm
All
not
right.
gonna move or anything else. So.
Goes back. Final reroll.
If you fumble, okay, there we go.
All right. Now you got to check for him though.
Yes. Got those ones out of the way.
Yes, you did. All right. So no net effect. This guy here, same die roll right there.
Yep.
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
No problem.
7.
Oh, got him.
That's 4. That is actually a wound. That gets through his armor, drops his stamina to 1. That's highly undesirable for them, obviously. Yeah, I get to now. Not that I'm happy that anybody's dying, but I do get to make my stamp.
I'm happy.
Achilles happy.
Do Agile and Evade do anything for them?
What's that?
Do Agile and Evade do anything?
No,
for them?
Agile and Evade. Evade means you get to get away from melee. Agile means you don't have to be penalized when you go through rough terrain.
Okay.
A second here. I don't want a token. Decal.
Wondering if they were dodging arrows with their master crafted mithril armor.
You know?
That's their tool.
There we go. Okay, so that was these boys right there. Stamped.
Oh.
And now that was 4 hits. So actually a couple things. Number 1, you'll need to make your check against falling back. And you fail it. So you will, and there is nobody here because your guy's over there. Is this your boss? No, it is not.
No.
So yeah, you would. You do have to take the 2.5-inch fallback. Perfect.
Oh, I thought he had a roll. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I got laggy again.
Does he also have to make?
No,
He's also at half stam, right?
Yes.
he is, but he doesn't bump into anybody.
Right, but let me find it. Page 47. Sorry. If unit only is one stamina point is forced to retreat, it must take another command test before the unit retreats. If the test has failed, the unit breaks and is destroyed.
He wasn't at the time though.
Yeah, he was. He got shot. He lost his.
No. I thought that was at the time of the shooting that it said half.
It just says that the unit has only one stamina point left and is forced to retreat.
Okay. So you have to make another test.
Oh.
Oh dear, he's dead.
What?
Now, what happens now? You will see he had a rep of 2, which means you lose 2 silver hazes.
God, these guys suck.
You rolled incredibly badly.
There's
Yeah.
there's increasing evidence to point to the conclusion that those guys suck.
They're brittle as.
They are brittle. They're scouts.
They're skirmishers and scouts.
They're getting shot with scout arrows.
Okay, that was this guy. Next.
Except in consolation, all of our units are equally as fragile.
Yeah.
They
They
just
are,
got to shoot you
unfortunately.
first.
Yeah, that's fair.
They don't have
These
it.
So
guys-
Returno.
These guys don't have missiles. I think I'm out of range here, so
Yep.
yeah, nothing. And that they wouldn't shoot in this phase anyway. So
All right, that's it. Obviously, there is no melee. Dwarves, take your vengeance. You're all about grudges, right?
There's a grudge to be fulfilled, to be checked off the book today.
that's another one.
That's another one. Where do you want to start?
Start here.
I'll be right back.
Sure.
I think these guys. I'm gonna hit a little move here. That.
That'd be about it right there.
And then these guys. One can move up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand there. will roll for an extra move. It can't hurt, right?
Well, the problem is you can't melee them.
Right, but I want to shift a little bit.
Oh, yeah, fine. Yeah, it doesn't hurt. You have to take 2 rolls, though, because you're in rough terrain.
Oh, so he is. Gets them both.
Got them both, yeah. You got the move.
Those Hearthguard are coming up to play.
They are indeed.
I was told you wanted to have fun.
Continue.
This guy. Move that fog for me a little bit. Just want to line up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Get these guys.
Mm-hmm.
These 2. No, I don't want.
I mean, they can go 5.
I just want
If
to
they go
the
straight.
2.5.
Yeah, I get it. Perfect.
Good. Alright, that's left side.
OJ, center.
Alright. You said I can't melee these guys straight ahead, right?
Right, they are too far out. They would have to be inside your kill box at the start. Also, bear in mind, they're going to run like rabbits if you try to melee them.
He'll try anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
But I can go my full 5 inches. Right?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you definitely can.
Remember, there's a big angry tree right behind them.
We brought fire.
Yeah, you hope so.
Alright.
Sparks from our beautiful glimmering dwarven steel will set it ablaze.
So I take it with my second move. There's nothing else I can really do with them, right?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, as a practical matter, once again, you can't melee them, so...
Right. Alright, and then these guys are just going to come up 5 inches also, so they're not going to do anything.
Oh, the dwarf battle line comes up.
Careful of your 2.5. OJ, I just want to make sure you are aware that you're within your 2.5 buffer zone.
He's steadfast. You don't care about that.
Yeah, there'll be no pushing and shoving in that group.
Oh,
Well, there will be, but they just don't have to test for it.
Right. Yeah, they're not going to care, damage-wise.
gotcha. Cool. Is that all of it?
That's all I got.
Alright.
Oh, you need a tabletop fog machine? There you go. Come on, everybody, you gotta love it. We are actually close. Can we get the likes here? Because we're actually in the window for 20 likes, which would be mind-blowing on a Monday.
So these guys move
18 viewers.
I know.
up.
Now, they're in melee range.
Are they?
Yeah.
They just moved.
Oh, they moved. Sorry.
Yeah, they just moved.
All right, never mind. Then they are now, but doesn't matter.
This guy.
If you want to move him, you got to roll for him. Remember.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll for him.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
He passes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy. Alright. Scooch.
Let me get your dude out of the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Move the guns a little to the left. A little left.
Imagine what that looks like. I picture that as the Great Cannon from Battle Masters.
Yeah. I just imagine all the doors like going 1, 2, 3 and lift up on their shoulders, and they all just sort of shuffle over to the left.
You already moved your 2.5.
Do I not get to turn?
No. Mm-mm.
I thought if you move to the side or anywhere.
If you move to the side, it costs you half your move and you're done.
You don't get to turn at all?
Nope. You can turn if you have move left.
How much does the turn cost?
It goes on a wheel. So it's like if you go that far, it's 1 inch. If you go that far, it's 2 inches. If you go that far, it's 3.
Yeah. If you want to stay where you are and just change your facing, you can do that too.
Yeah.
Although you may, if you could move them back 2.5 and then.
Yeah,
just
you
spend
could.
your-
If you wanted to pivot here, you can do that.
Alright. I'll keep that in mind.
Alright.
Maybe that what it is. These guys. I think this will move up their 5. they? Hold up. I'm on defense. Let me think. Yeah.
Can he interpenetrate his guns if he's moving, or he cannot?
Nope.
Well, no, because he can only go 2.5 anyways.
And this guy's gonna.
But you can't interpenetrate guns.
Okay.
No one can penetrate except skirmishers, really.
Right, right.
Versus. Foiled again.
All right, that's all the moving. Let's talk about shooting, because now we have some.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Dwarven Scoots. They've got 4 dice. Yep.
Like,
4 dice for 5/6 right there. One. So no damage, but they do have to check to see if they liked it.
I don't think they did like it, but
True.
Nobody likes it. Okay, it's 1 die, right?
1 die for you're going to need a 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Oh, back 2.5.
That's all right.
Yeah, I'll see.
I can live with that.
Riders.
It's got to be straight back.
It was straight back, wasn't
No. That's straight
That's
back.
straight.
There you go.
it? Okay. There we go.
There you have it.
Guys.
Them fellers. Same deal. Ow. What's their armor?
2.
Ooh, that was almost 2 hits. But it was not 2 hits. It was 1 hit. And that takes them to half stamina. See, Chronic, you
Okay.
should have told me that rule.
I did tell you the rule.
You I'm saying you shouldn't have.
Followed him.
So first
If it-
they have to check to see if they go back.
You have to check to see if they route first, but
Oh,
Uh-oh.
All right. So what's the route for?
the first one is to see if they just break,
If they move
and then
back.
so apparently they did.
Yeah.
no, wait, sorry, no, yeah,
Yeah,
check
it's
see
if they retreat, which they did.
And then
Okay.
Now
Yeah.
now they have to check and see do they break.
Should I retreat them first
You can,
before
Well,
rolling
you
again?
might as well just roll.
Yeah, because if you fail,
If you
they're
fail,
gone.
they're gone.
If I fail, it won't make any difference if I retreated.
They don't break though.
Yeah, they don't break. There you go.
Okay,
They're a
so
little
I
bolder
need to pull them
somehow.
back 2.5.
Yeah. They're not happy though.
Why are the elves bolder than the dwarves?
Just a little bit bolder. A little
Terrible
bit.
rule system. Alright, these guys
Yeah.
right there.
Another 4.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's
that's gonna hurt.
that armor. That gets them,
It does.
and it's gonna. So it's the same drill.
They do not retreat.
Okay. But they're all shook up. They're all shook up.
They are.
Any others? Any other shootings?
Yeah, over here on the right is berserkers.
What do they got? Oh, that's right. They're chucking javelins. Bless their hearts. Yeah.
You could shoot either of them. They're both
Yeah, it's
in
up to
your
you.
zone.
Which one do you want? On the right? Okay, we'll start with the guys on the left.
Wait, can I start with the right?
As you like.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I see I see your point. Yeah, that's fair. Again, 4 dice.
Oh yeah. One
One.
hit.
How do they feel about that?
Let's find out.
They're
They feel
okay.
fine.
They're okay. And same shot here. You want these guys or those guys? The point I will make to you, I'm assuming, is the leader with these guys.
Yes, he is.
All right, so you get a chance of taking out a leader. It's a chance.
That is a 1 in 6, but they're less likely to run, I guess, was my thought.
It's up to you.
Yeah, shoot these guys.
All right, 4.
Well, he can influence all these guys next to him. So.
Oh boy,
Ow! I hit.
that's a biff. That is a nut. Man, up and down the line, there have been biffs.
So let's see if they stick around. They do.
So
And does he wound? Was he hurt at all?
was he hurt?
How's boss man? Oh? Oh.
He's
And
feeling
then
okay.
the cannons don't shoot this time.
No, in order to shoot in the mist, you have to be within 5 inches.
That's right.
In theory, we'd be moving on to the formed archery phase, in which they would be able to shoot.
Correct.
But it's a separate phase though.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would be, in fact, it would be right now, because I believe that's all the skirmish shooting, and since that's all the skirmish shooting, we then go on to the regular shooting phase, and then we go on to melee, I should say, and then we would go on to the big shooty phase, none of which we have, which takes us to the bottom of our second turn.
I have some big shooting.
Oh, you do have big shooty? Where is it? I'm sorry.
But he shot at me here, so I'm going to shoot back.
Oh, yes.
What?
He's got it. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that's going to hurt. Over here? Here,
Yes.
Here. 9 dice.
Yes.
What?
He's a formed archer.
3, which is a...
3 is a hit, is it?
Yep.
It is. Just barely.
You don't have to test, because they're relentless.
Yeah, they don't care. They look at you and go, yeah, I'm sorry, what? And here?
Yep. Pow, 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 pow. Whiz. Oh, only 2. Which does
How do
nothing.
you feel about that?
Fine.
He don't have he's relentless. He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. Yeah, that's right.
We do not care.
They don't care still. Okay, good deal.
Um,
No, they got to be in the kill box.
yeah. My sorcerer is going to cast a magic missile at the dwarves.
Good thing we have magical resistances, right?
Is that... and that happens in the fire phase?
This spell does happen in the
else would
shooting
it?
phase.
All
Let me
right,
find it.
do a better job, please, for my sake and everyone. Of before you do that, don't spring it on people. Let them know where these things happen.
Oh, sorry about that.
Because I have no experience of them.
Neither do I. So
Yeah.
So,
But you
okay,
knew
this
it happened in the missile phase.
This happens with where the spell slinger guy with the magic missile is. Okay.
right.
Yeah.
So in this case, so magic in Midgard happens at various points throughout the turn. Some in the movement, some at the beginning of the turn, some in the shooting phase, some in the combat phase. This one is a magic missile, and in this case, happens in the shooting phase.
I know it takes one of your...
It takes a mighty deed to cast.
And you have to check for the cast, right?
Yes.
It's a command test.
No, it's a casting roll.
I thought it was a
1d6 successfully cast on a 2+.
Nope, so it's a... Oh, interesting.
It's not a command test. It's
Okay.
a separate thing.
So anything but a 1, right? Got it.
Yeah, but you cannot reroll this one with mighty deeds.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Barely.
And how much does it do?
Let me find the spell again.
Dude, does that mean it goes backwards and hits the tree?
Right?
Please?
If I had failed, I would have lost a reputation.
Yeah,
Okay.
because everybody would have laughed at her.
Yeah.
Just would have blown up on
They
the
would-
staff. Just... Oh.
So I'll just read the spell description out
Sure.
here. Cast a spell can only be used in the shooting phase, counting as a shooting activation, and cannot be used in any other phase. Costs 1 to 4 mighty deeds, depending on how much range you want to give it. Effect: the spell uses a sorceress missile, such as a fireball, lightning bolt, or cloud of plague at its target. The sorcerer makes a single shooting attack with 8d6 hitting rolls of 5+. The range of the attack is 1 spear throw for every mighty deed expended. The sorcerer may use additional mighty deeds to add shooting dice to their attack. Each additional mighty deed expended allows 1d6 to be added to the roll. If the sorcerer is attached to a unit with missiles, the shooting attack cannot be combined with the unit's shooting. They are resolved separately. Units struck by the magic missile must roll 2d6 for their command test and use the lower score to determine the result. As with normal shooting, heroes attached to units cannot be targeted individually by this spell. Independent heroes may, of course, be targeted individually, but if they are, they attempt to resist the spell using their mighty deeds. If an independent hero successfully resists the spell, its effects are completely nullified. Duration is immediate. If the failed casting effect is the spell fails to work, the caster's side loses a reputation token as the promised magical missiles fail to materialize.
Gotta love that.
They're like, hey, what do you mean? I was told there would be where's the earth-shattering kaboom?
Yeah.
Instead, this like little Roman candle thing comes out and goes 2 feet and hits
Yeah.
the ground.
Yeah.
All right.
So I will add 1 additional mighty deed, make it 9 dice,
Mhm.
and they're just gonna go at this guy straight to their front.
You're in with this group here?
Yes, he's
Okay,
attached
got
to
it.
that group.
Got it, yep.
That's three.
Three.
Blink,
So no damage, and they are steadfast.
which they still have to task, just means they won't take damage of the retreat.
Is that so? Because I thought
Relentless is the one that
if retreated into is pushed back, it's usually they don't. Yeah, okay. Does not have to avoid. Okay.
the unit retreating into a new test is normal.
Yeah, except it. They're unit retreating into it. Got it. Okay. So yeah, 2 dice, and you have to, and you'll have to succeed here.
2 dice taking lower.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you have dice here to attempt to avoid that. You have mighty deeds, because what will happen? What will happen is you're going to fall back these. Now these guys won't care; they'll just fall back. But you will run the risk of taking damage if you're disordered in the fog.
So what do I need to roll to?
You need
Keep
you're
them
rolling
falling
2d6. You need to both of them have to be a 4 or better.
If you're rolling with a mighty deed, don't you just roll 1? Don't you just start?
Oh,
rolling
that's right.
one?
It's a strict reroll. That's right.
Yeah.
It's an actual reroll.
Because
So-
basically, because this counts as being the one that you actually rolled.
So yeah, you would. So
Reroll.
you could re-roll that 1 for a single die, trying to get a 4 or better.
All right, we'll give that a try.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yep, there they are.
There it is. So no effect.
Pichu.
Anything else?
Well, it was a pretty spectacular effect. It looked
was.
really awesome.
It did look
but
really cool.
The dwarves looked at it funny.
That's all our form shooting, so I think that's it.
All right,
That dude landed right in front of them at their feet.
right, all right. Here at the top of 3, we'll let the dwarves give it a shot and see if that fog lifts. 1d6 on a 5 or 6.
Ooh, ah.
Good, Belker hit it.
Here,
There you go.
there
There
it
it is.
goes.
At the end of this turn, the fog will lift.
Okay.
So away we go then. We start with the elves.
All right. Do you want to start again? Oh yeah, don't forget to return your mighty deeds to your
Yeah,
heroes.
put your mighty deeds back out. If you spent a mighty deed, throw it behind your dude.
Oh, mine were already there, so it's okay. All okay. All right. We'll start with this guy.
That guy.
That guy. And he's gonna go back. Oops. No, that's 5. Well, something like that. There we go. And then we will go with this guy. Oh no. Yeah. Let's go with this guy. There we go. All right. And then this guy. Okay. Those are done. All right. Now this group. And they're done.
Okay. Over here, these war dancers are going to fall back this direction.
They have to check.
Oh, that's right. They're
And as a matter of
wounded. They're
fact, so does
wounded.
this guy.
Oh, so did this guy. Yeah. Sorry.
No problem. We
I
are.
actually forgot about the rules. So.
Yeah.
So did I. So.
Why are they checking? It's because they have an injury.
Oh,
They
and failed,
cannot.
too.
So back up to where you were, please.
I think they fell back originally, so they
Yeah,
should
They
be
did.
like-
They fell back 5.
Yeah.
so they should be at like They were at 5 and they fell back from being shot at. They should be like 7.5, right?
Oh,
No.
that's right.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Although, were they really at 5?
I can't recall.
I trust you, Achilles. Put them where you thought they were.
Yep. Oh, like
I thought they were. I thought they were within range.
No, they wouldn't. Well, yeah, that's the thing. They could have gone much closer and then pulled back. So.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So I'll let Achilles speak.
Yeah,
on that.
Achilles, you're a man
Yeah,
of honor. I know you'll do right.
I think that's right because I just fell them back 5 inches. Is what I did.
Okay.
So.
So those guys got to check.
Nope,
Nuh-uh.
not. They also don't like it, so they'll stick. They'll have to stick where they are. Let's see.
Go ahead, charge them. The dwarves would like it.
Oh, I'm aware. Let's see. We're going to.
To quote a famous scholar,
They're going to fall back and then go through the tree dude.
Nope, they can't. They have to start there and use their whole move
okay.
back.
Okay, so they will. You know what? Let's get stuck in.
Oh lordy!
Vance would be so proud of you.
Should lead that charge with your hero there and get 2 tokens.
Oh, it's true. Let's do that here too.
The wizard's going to combat. Things about to get interesting.
Now he's got to go. No, you have to go straight forward. Now let's just talk about this. You did the right thing. You go. Can you? What? How does this work though?
Well, that's right. You get in.
Yeah, I know that part. But what if it's not? What if you're flush?
I can still I can sidestep.
Can you?
Yeah. Let me find it again.
And that's. I thought when you were flush, you had to fight them both.
I'll check. This is like my 3rd time playing, so.
Yeah.
Charging.
Splitting.
Combat. Page 34.
Yeah, you got to find them both. I think. Take a look at the splitting multi-unit combats.
Yeah.
54 and 55. So what'll happen is.
But these guys are agile, so do they have to go exactly straight?
Yes.
Yes,
All
yes,
melee
all
has to be
charges do.
melee has to be straight ahead.
Ah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
Yep. It says rule specifically under get in. You must remain in contact with any enemy units contacted during the initial movement.
Yep.
So we will have to fight them both.
Oh dear.
So I will.
Or
Sure
not. Do
you
that.
want to take your leader in now?
Yeah. Or not do that because those guys are going to get killed, right?
Yeah. So I will instead sidestep.
There you go.
So I'm only
Could
facing.
you? You could move your leader though to go join this one.
I could. They not count as a charge.
I don't think you can. No, I don't think you can. I don't think because he would have to leave the one unit and go to the other one, and I think at that point it's done.
No, the leader can kind of get bonus movement by hopping to another unit, and then that unit can move.
Okay.
That's specifically something you can do. So I could pop the leader over to this unit before they charge, and then throw him in.
Okay.
Which means rep token.
Which means you will take a rep token, and in fact, you will take 2 rep tokens.
Oh yeah, so the first charge of the game.
It is.
That's right.
Whoops, I'll put them in, not take them out.
You will place them into the Pringles can.
Yeah, don't take them out.
Take out your Hascoin and put them in the Pringles can.
That would be bad. That's the opposite of
let's
what we're
see.
looking for.
Then we will move the tree man. He'll just come up right behind these guys and be like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Is it fun? Is something fun happening?
And then we'll pull up the archers as well to provide some support. The other tree. Well, we'll move these guys first. They're gonna come up slightly.
There's just a wall of dwarves there.
Yeah. And then they're gonna.
The big tree guy is like,
Go
I
for a
can't
second
see
one.
anything. They're dwarves. They're too low to the ground.
Let's put him behind, please.
Yep, I got it. I'll grab them once I can grab them.
Step on some of them.
We'll go over here. Midgard, gonna whoops a doodle. Did not mean to do that. Do that. And then these guys will up. So these guys will come up like so. And these guys are going to stay where they are. So I think that's it. I think that's all the movement we've got. We do have one unit of light shooting we can do, I think.
In a second. Mm-hmm. Yes. Interesting.
What's that?
Oh, just what you said is quite correct, and I had missed it. That heroes that join a unit may benefit from bonus movement.
Yeah, it's in the rule. They wrote it down.
Yeah, that's good. No, I love it.
I appreciate
James gets a lot of credit for getting that stuff clear and good. And they only may do it once per phase.
Yeah, you can't bounce to a unit, then bounce to another unit.
Yeah. Good. That's the other rule I was trying to find. If you leave if you are attached to a unit that is stuck in melee combat and you leave it during the movement phase, that's a rep token.
Yeah, like, hey, where do you think you're going, buddy?
Everybody saw you leave. All right, where are your lights?
I think we just have these guys.
Yeah. These guys.
Well,
Fortunately,
they're at
shooting at half.
Yeah, they're gonna be at half. So who are you shooting at?
It would be the guys right in front of us, I suppose.
4.
The scout.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
No one
else?
else. No other lights.
All right. Well, guess what, kids and campers? We have a melee.
Woo!
Woohoo! First one of the game. Let's talk how melee works. And I see Chrono trying to measure 2.5 as rapidly as he can. Let's start with our attackers. You'll see that they have a command dice of 8. They have a command dice of 8. They have no missile weapons that they can throw in on their first round, so they don't have that. They wish they did, but they don't. What they are doing, though, they are charging. They're charging in, and this game likes that. They say they are good for charging, so they give them a little bit of love. They're going to re-roll all their ones. You're going to reroll all their ones because they are charging. In addition to those 8, we're going to poke back here and we're going to see our dude, or dudette, I should say. And she has 2. She has a 2. Yeah. So instead of 8, it's going to be 10. 10. Now,
and one more thing.
Please.
They also have Spears as tribute, which means when they are undamaged, when they are fresh, they get an additional 2.
An additional 2. So instead of 10, we have 12. 12 dice, looking for 5, 6. Now, let's talk about our dwarves. They're a little simpler. They don't have anything at all except 12. So it's going to be 12 versus 12. But this is only the first step. 12 versus 12. Let me go get my markers, because I use these to keep my head straight. 12 to 12. You're looking for 5s and 6s.
He's got his mighty deeds. Can he
That's
throw those
true.
in?
Oh, yes, you could. She could chuck in a mighty deed or 2.
I think I will throw in a mighty deed.
13.
And we'll leave it at that. I'll save the other mighty deed just in case I need it for something.
Mm-hmm. So 13 to 12, looking for 5s and 6s.
Ooh, not bad.
Oh, that's pretty
5.
good.
1,
4.
2, 3, 4.
All right, and you get any 1s there, Chrono?
I got 2.
Reroll.
So I have
Yeah,
5
three.
with 3 rerolls. Oh, 3, 5. Oh,
You got
thank
3,
you.
I think.
Oh, I do have 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
5 with 3 rerolls. Another 1.
6 total.
Now, you would say, well, that's pretty good, but we're not done yet. First thing we have to do is check our supports. Everybody within 2.5 inches, not them, is eligible. So obviously, these guys and these guys are eligible. You may at certain points have to check to see, do you want to go here? Do you want to go there? You can get choices. But in this case, it's all pretty clear. These 2 guys are going to give you 2. Now, because they are heavy troops, they're going to give OJ 2 dice each to check. So that's going to be a total of 4. Over here, Chrono looks to have 1, 2, is that 3, 4 back there?
And the tree man is there, just barely.
Yeah.
That's better. That's better. And so he's another 2. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 and 4. You're trying to get rid of these hits, and you will get rid of them on a 5 and a 6.
Okay. Nothing.
Ouch.
One of them.
Got rid of 1. Okay, well, that's good. Now, first things first, obviously OJ has lost. Okay? So he'll have to deal with that. On a 5, though, that's actually not that big a deal because you already just took the single hit. Let me go get that. I'll mark these things out, and obviously they've taken a hit too, but we'll deal with them shortly. So you have lost, OJ, which means you have to retreat 2.5 inches back. That's going to bump these guys. So you go 2.5 back. Did you measure?
Yeah, hang on. I just hit the wrong key. Once again.
Okay, good. Keep going. I'm just going to pull right behind you.
Yep.
All right, good. Now, these guys don't care, because they're steadfast, about the fact that you just smacked into them going backwards. These guys could. If you have to do a command check on a 4, 5, 6, you take another hit.
Hit.
Good. You avoided the other hit. I think I double whammied you with my voodoo.
No, you helped me.
Yeah, I did. I'm saying I think I may have assisted you that way. Okay, now we go over here and see what Chrono's got to do. Number 1, he is an armor of 3. He's taking a single hit. Secondly, we've got to check and see how's she doing back there. Now, she took...
2 dice, yeah.
Yeah, she is... Now, here's the thing. I want to go over why that is. She took 4 hits. 1, 2, 3 is 1. 4, 5, 6 is 2. 7, 8, 9 is 3. So Chrono's got to roll 2 dice and hope he doesn't get any 1s.
She's doing fine.
All right, yeah, she's good. That didn't hurt her at all. Now, she is not there. They're nothing at all that would make
They're
them
not
rush
Tetris.
forward. They do have to check, though, to see, do you wish them to stand or you want to chase?
I will stand.
All right, so you have to check.
Ooh.
No,
let's
they're
try,
coming.
let's
Oh,
try and
good.
reroll that.
Oh, dear.
They got it that time.
There you go. They
They
lose
restrain
that.
themselves.
Now, you'll notice they lose this thing. That creature is that is a nice thing that they would have gotten to keep and would have kept them re-rolling 1s. So if they would have stayed in. So, that's how combat goes. That's melee. In Midgard, by and large. Okie doke. No other melees, right?
No, that's all me lies. Yep.
All right. Let's have some dwarves. Let's have some dwarves. Left side or right side, gents?
Right side.
Right side.
I'll be right back.
Rotate these guns.
All right.
How should I measure where they are?
Were you going to pivot over that way?
Yeah.
You get out to there, that's 2.5.
Well, I just want. Okay. Want more than that though.
That's all I get.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
My pivot. This
You're pivot. You're not pivoting on the right thing. You got to
No matter.
there.
Where
No, click it twice, and then put yourself flush to the line. Now pull it over to your right.
I
Just
can't
no, put it to the right.
Can I not?
No, too far. That's it.
Drag it. You want to get
There.
parallel.
That's what you gotta do.
Okay. Then I'll roll. Oh, I can't. Well, gotta hope I hit this. Because I gotta hope I hit this.
What are you doing?
I was rolling to move and I didn't hit either of them, so it doesn't count.
Okay.
Because I'm fixed. And I gotta get rid of this.
Okay. Why did you not get to go on your first one?
They're reluctant.
Oh, they're reluctant to. Thank you.
So. Do I want this?
Now these guys are throwing their kill zone straight at you. These are the only guys you can melee. You can't get at those guys.
Yep.
And you can't get at these guys. You'd have to turn and face
Get
them.
at these guys.
Those guys can get in there. But you,
Jack.
Oh, these guys have to go that way. Okay, yeah.
but they can't.
Could he?
Why not?
Because
Okay.
they have to be facing that way.
Who
I
has
think he's talking.
Can he attack with these guys and then shift these guys over?
Yes.
Support,
Yes.
which would get him out of the kill zone.
Well, he's still have these guys here, so. Well, yeah, I would take him out of that, I guess.
If they're in the kill zone, they can only go straight back.
Or turn to face.
Can only
Yeah.
go straight back.
They've been shooting at each other, so they should be in the
Yeah,
kill
yeah.
zone.
So they will have to go straight back.
Okay.
Or turn to face these guys, one or the other.
Yeah.
That's some interesting geometry. I think. I mean, these guys have lost stamina.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Does that affect them in combat?
Yes. They will be throwing half as many dice.
Yikes.
That's because they're at. Notably, that's not just because they lost a stamina, it's because they're at half stamina. They have a starting total stamina of 2. So once a unit drops to half stamina, then they get penalized like that.
Right.
So what I'm hearing is that would be a bad idea.
What I'm
So-
saying is you're in shooting range, which I don't know why you wouldn't.
Well, I suppose.
Your guys are not intended to melee. These guys.
These guys,
These guys.
they kind of are. They kinda,
Nah. I mean, they will. When you're only throwing 8 dice for CD.
fair enough.
Well, first I'm gonna move these guys.
Okay.
Oh, they're not 5 away?
Nope.
Really? I thought they were. Well, can I move forward? Just generally? Not engage?
You can, the only place you can go now is here.
Towards them, basically.
I can only move towards them. Okay.
Yep.
So I could move my 2.5 towards them?
Yes.
Okay, sure.
Well, you just turned 2.5, so you're done.
No, he's a light. He can move.
Oh, that's
Remember,
right. But he still can't face freely.
But he's not facing freely. He's wheeling. I mean,
Wheeling isn't free.
yeah. So it costs him 2.5. He's got
Yeah.
2.5 left.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
They move this guy behind because he's
Yeah, he's
He's
not there.
there.
Trust me, he's not there.
he's like, I'm gonna go stand behind my boys
These guys.
and girls.
That. And these guys will engage. They're ready to meet their doom. They're slayers.
Okay, in order to do that, you got to roll because you got a wound.
Oh, good.
Yeah, half stand, you guys. Well, yeah. No, even when you're the test, yeah. Sorry,
You're
the test
in.
starts as you're wounded. So yeah, they're
And now,
there. Yeah.
this is actually an important thing. One of the really cool rules in this system. When you go in like that and you don't quite cover, you have an obligation to shift yourself up to half a base width to make yourself flush. So over you go. And that's the way you wind up. They've got a crazy collision. Nice job. Well done.
And then these guys.
Mm-hmm.
I know for a fact these guys don't want the smoke with the heavy infantry.
They didn't know that. How about these boys?
Oh yeah, these guys. They will shift 2.5 to the right, and then they will roll the move again.
Yep, there they come.
It's 4.
Oops.
That's so weird. About right.
Would he now have wanted to take these other two and try to move them their second move up closer to support? I'm just
If
asking.
he wanted
I'm
to.
just asking from
If you want, yeah. I mean, there's a logic to that.
I mean, this is the.
Yeah.
I think this is about as close as I can get them.
No, he's talking about these guys.
Sorry,
These
yeah.
guys move. Oh yeah, because they can. Oh, they get another move. Yeah.
Well, if
Did,
you want to,
did they
yeah.
do their 2 moves? I only saw
They
the
did the
one.
one.
he only did one.
Yeah. Then yes, I should try. So those guys first.
Yep.
And
Nope.
The guys in the middle.
Yes. Okay.
You know what? This guy isn't going to be in any fights, so I'm going to Mighty Deed these guys.
Alright.
And the reroll. Doesn't matter.
Nope.
Okay, that's the right side.
OJ.
All right. We'll start here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's.
We're gonna
Yeah,
try
they're gonna attempt to bugger off.
I think.
Through the
Uh,
tree man?
let me
It's a 4, 5,
Yeah.
6.
let me double check something. I want to see evade work. Whether it's a movement, whether it's a movement command test.
It's a command test.
let me
I just
see.
looked it up
Okay.
because I
I
knew
want to see
you
how I want to see how drilled interacts with that.
shouldn't.
Oh yeah, it's in the movement phase. Okay. So we will do that. And they pass. And they're gonna pop right back through.
That's so silly.
No, I mean they're skirmishers. They're Sallies.
But how do they?
They're little
How do
Sallies.
they get past the
Look at
giant
him.
man?
Look because he's only one
Like
dude.
rain through a grate, brother.
Like rain through a grate,
through a
yeah.
grate.
I mean, look
let
at
me
them.
see.
They have nets. You think they want any piece of you?
Gladiators had nets. They wanted pieces of pieces.
I'm not sure if they're gonna make contact there or not.
No, they would not.
They won't. Okay. So they basically come up to within. How does that work again?
What are you trying to measure?
Because they had to keep coming, right?
They don't have to. That's up to them.
True. No, you have to.
Oh,
You
no,
have to commit to the
you have
charge.
to go where you were. You just don't have to keep going.
No, they have to come to where you are. No. They don't have to keep chasing you after an evade.
They're disciplined warriors.
No, not just that. It's like you're the one
No,
running away.
when the evading unit is removed, the charging unit moves its full move straight forwards.
What?
They do chase them.
All right. Well, I'm going to give him a chance to take that back then, because the consequence of that is pretty evident. So, based on that, OJ, do you want to go get him? You're not going to make contact. You will not contact that thing. But that thing is a wrecking ball.
Right. I guess my
You're gonna have to fight
thought
him
though
eventually.
is like some point I've got to tangle with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
We have a better CD and we have more stamina.
Mhm. You do see the other things he's got.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, so you don't get support. What else?
You'll get no support. He's going to roll extra dice. He hits, I should say, on a 4, 5, 6, not a 5, 6, and you retreat a full. So
Here's an nasty.
and you will get no support. The no support thing is the big deal.
Yeah.
So
But
it's a
as
we get
you
no
said, you're
support.
gonna have to fight him eventually.
because he's fearsome. Anybody he's fighting will not support
Or of a dread, rather.
or of dread. Yeah.
All right, yeah. But you said we won't make contact this time, but
Correct.
that will put us in his fire, and he'll get those bonuses for making the charge.
Correct. Also. Yeah, and he'd also get to reroll ones.
All right, so we'll just stay put there then, I guess. Now this
I
one.
wish I'd recorded that sound you made earlier, OJ. I can hear the chicken noises all the way from here.
Yeah.
They do have to test for this because of the.
Yeah, they got a test because they got the injury.
Oh, that's right. I got the hit. 1d6, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Nope.
Not going anywhere. Okay.
Man, doesn't that always seem to be the way? It's like that always seems to happen. Why? Like, oh yeah, should be able to make this one easily. Oh nope.
Yeah. Especially on a 4 up instead of a 3 up.
All right, that's all I got.
Yeah,
then.
that does make it worse.
All right. Volker.
Alright. How are these guys in melee?
They're not terrible.
You guys throwing away, guys? Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, your guys, parenthetically, but you don't care about that right now. I don't think. I could fail. I may fail. So
Actually, it's pretty easy to fail. Considering
yeah, it's a 50-50. It's a 50-50 shot right now. So.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
And remember, you will shoot before they have a chance to do formed shooting with those guys, anyway.
Right. But I don't know how much I want to rely on that.
All right. It's up to you, of course.
Let's see where I do 5.
Such a simple game and such torturous decisions.
Yeah.
That means it's good.
Not for me, because I don't really think about it.
Like if you don't think.
Exactly. They're in front of us. Go.
I like a true cavalry commander.
These guys don't have shooting. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here, I think.
You're going to sit?
Yeah.
All right. The sitting is happening. Anything you want to do with this guy?
No.
Okay. Go over here to the right. What firing do you have? What shooting?
I think
These
okay.
guys?
They can shoot on the way in.
Yeah, they'll shoot on the way in, exactly.
These guys can
All right, so those guys just want to chuck right over there.
Yep.
4. Nothing. All right, nothing. These guys. At the War Dancers for 4.
Ow, oof, my bones.
3.
Ooh, 3.
Yep, I killed him.
Bones.
I'll
That's
kill
a
him.
kill, in fact, yeah.
So I will remove 2 rep for them.
2 rep have 2 hases, 2 has coins have come from the Pringles can of glory. 15.
They're going to the moon.
All right, so those guys did a kill. How about these boys? Shoot the horsies.
Yep.
Yeah, they're facing horse. They could do a kill too, theoretically. 4. They did not.
See if you can spook
Did,
them.
however, they do a discomfiture. Please roll.
They did.
They did. That is a discomfiture. 2.5.
And you gotta check their route.
Yeah,
as
Yep.
well.
Mm-hmm.
they may be gone.
Are they so discomfitured they leave?
That's a good question.
Oh, they are.
are.
Yes.
They are so profoundly discomfitured, which will cost you 2 more rep.
Adios, Blade Riders.
Good day to you, sirs. This was they, correct?
These
Yes.
guys, yeah.
And they are, what's their rep worth?
2.
2.
Oh, not great. Down to 13.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like we have any ones out there.
Yeah, you
I
don't.
think.
You've that's the problem when you bring the pipe hitters. The orcs have all the ones. You know. All right. How about you guys? No, that's all out of range. That's all out of range. Okay. Well, I would think these defenders. Do the defenders have any formed? They don't. Do the attackers have any formed in? Oh, we got to do melees. Duh.
You gotta do melee, yeah.
Melee. Just the one.
Yep.
Just the one.
Then
Let me get my
Well,
markers.
you-
I gotta have my markers. Couple of
Well,
markers.
this matters more for me because that means if I
Yeah.
win, I can't shoot. I can't shoot in the.
Yeah, that Chrono's making a great point. If you shoot in the previous phase, you don't get to use shooting as a bonus when you have mighty melees. You, however, are the charging lunatic berserks, so you will reroll once.
Let's go, boys.
You are tragically, however, at half because your stamina is 2.
Yeah.
So that is 4 dice. Now, you get to add in half your javelins, which are 2, which is 1. So it was 4, so it's 5.
Isn't it 6? Because my javelins are 4?
No, because that's half 2.
Oh, it's also okay.
Everything's halved.
Okay.
So it's half of a half, so it's a 5. So there'll be 5 looking for in a second. We just got to go to Kronos in a second, but 5 looking for 5s and 6s, rerolling 1s. Our Glade Guard 8, rerolling nothing.
No, we also get to add half our shooting dice in because we're shooting them as they come in.
Oh, you see, I thought you put. Why are you putting this on here for you now? Oh, because you can't do it in the formed phase.
Yeah, so
That's what was confusing me. Okay, I get it, and that makes sense. So
But yeah,
12.
I can also add in the marksman die.
What?
For this.
Can you?
Yes,
Are
I'm
you sure?
pretty sure. Let me
That
find
doesn't.
the.
I mean, I'm not saying that doesn't make sense, but here we are. It's
find
right
it.
there. Yes, clearly stated. 13. 13 for 5/6 versus 5 for 5/6. 2. 4.
4.
Or
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Two.
First things first, we'll do the chronos, which are easier. 1 support.
yes.
That should be
Check
a
for
3,
2.
right?
It should be a 2. It should be a 2.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So check for 2, please.
Here we go. Saved 1.
All right, so you're down to a single hit. And now over here, Velker has these guys, and these guys, and these
I do not
guys.
have these guys.
Who
These guys are fighting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's just
I'm
these
1 unit back.
Got
So they're
3, I think.
1s. That is 2, 3. Yeah, you got 3.
I really like the support system in this game. It's
Mhm.
very elegant.
One of them.
Saves 1. That will kill them. Yes. So that will cost you a. They'll cost you 2 silver hazes.
Alright. Right. Just put into the
And those boys, nothing at all. Have you taken the silver hazes out?
There they are.
Thank you. Okay. And now we go to the formid phase, please.
I think I only have 2 at this point because no one else is
Where are they?
right here and right here.
So that is a half.
Okay.
And so over here, we'll start with your half for 4. Or pick
Okay.
which one you want. I mean, it's up to you.
I'll start here. I mean,
All right,
why
4.
not? Oh wow.
oh man,
3. A 3. Let's begin here. Okay, that's a hit.
They're relentless, so they don't have to test. So.
Right. And yeah, that was that for that. So over here.
Doesn't kill him.
Yeah.
Funny enough,
Nothing.
these guys did better. These guys did.
The guys who they were blocking did better. Yeah. Okie doke. That's all we know. I may now do this.
What are we doing?
Removing the
rid
fog.
of the mist.
Oh, that's right. The sun. We are in turn 3 or 4.
The,
Turn
four.
4.
the son of Austerlitz.
Has burned off the mist. Yeah. Uh-oh. Now that cannon is a whole thing.
Yes, it is. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out for sure. Turn 4, top of. Placed your, put your tokens back on for heroic deeds if you've done them. As we start turn 4, it is 14 14 silver hazes for the dwarves, 13 silver hazes for the elves.
close round thing so far. Do you want to start again, Achilles?
Sure.
You can just sit there and shoot now at this point because you can see them.
It'll be
Yeah, in
halves.
fact-
It'll be halves beyond 5 inches, but there it is.
Yeah, it's going to be half no matter what. So
Oh, you guys stink.
Oh, brother.
That's light cavalry for you. Between them and the there's the war dancers. They're like on bungee cords.
Well, good thing that the map has an edge.
Fair enough.
okay. And those guys are the ones that moved back. Yeah. These guys just a tad as well. All right, we're done.
Center.
All right. These guys are going to fall back. Perhaps surprise no one.
Who's that? The war dancers?
Yep,
You will
they
roll
can't
for
go.
you will roll for that, sir.
Oh, that's yes, yeah. Oh, they're drilled. They can pass their first one for free.
They're
But they're wounded. Don't they have to
no.
roll anyway?
Drilled always gets the first one free. They would usually get the second one free.
Even when they're wounded.
Yep. Drilled
Yeah.
gets the first one free when wounded.
Yeah.
Okay, so then these guys are those guys that died that got stuck up here should not
Oh, that's right.
because they were drilled.
Well, it's too late to deal with that.
That's too late.
That's a clock I can't unwind.
Yeah. It's just something you have to try to remember. A little
They
back up.
died
to it.
by accident.
Kind of.
That kind of happens sometimes.
They fell off their horse during a review. It's a shame fate was not more discriminating.
Discriminating. Shame.
They're gonna
Fate
fall-
was not more discriminating.
He'll fall back through.
Okay.
And then we'll go with the tree
Can
man
he
ancient.
move? Can he move after being interpenetrated?
I thought it was just the skirmishers who had to stop immediately. Let me find out.
It's actually a stricter rule than you would think. But maybe it's just the penetrator.
It's under interpenetration, so
What page is that?
no, it's not under interpenetration because I was just looking in the index. Is it under light true? I assume it has to be.
He's a tree, man. Come on.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, conceptually, I understand what you're saying.
Just kind of go around him.
Just go around. He's not that quick. It's not like he's suddenly going to be in your way.
Hearing effect, fade moves.
And if he is in your way, you're too stupid to be in this army.
The skirmishers moving through friendly tree with space 32.
Wait, that wasn't the unit that had the low ASVAB score, was it?
It could well have been.
Okay, so there was one thing we got wrong earlier.
Yeah, they have to be within a spear throw. He probably was.
Yeah.
Moves through its move. It's done in its move. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like that's it. They just moved through. Okay, cool.
So he's going to come forward his 5.
Mm-hmm.
Does not quite. He has to
Nope.
stop. You don't make contact, so he's going to stop a half inch back,
Right.
which we call a sword distance in this game. And
Really?
he will
There's
pass.
a name for that, huh?
It's actually long. It's actually bigger than that.
Yeah, it's like an inch or something.
I think
isn't
it's an inch actually. Yeah.
it?
No, it is an inch. Yep.
Yep. Then we'll pull back another half inch. To
They're
be,
long swords.
There you go.
and then he will make his test for his attempt to come in. And he gets it.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
It's
I
more
didn't think you
retriever.
could charge on your second roll. I
You
thought
can. The mist prevented it.
Yeah, the mist was the problem there.
The mist was okay.
Yep.
And the tree men will take their first move. coming up. 5.
Man, the problem is all these dudes have axes,
They do.
and they're all really low to the ground, right down at root level.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
They're very short. They're very short. That's the problem. They're very hard to hit. And they'll try and get in. And they do. And that's not the first one, but he does get a has for being in that charge, right?
Yes.
So gains a rep.
Or is it only if he charges another leader? And that's another. You get an extra one if it's another. If you're charging the army commander. Yeah.
You get one always if they're charging. You get an extra one for the first combat. An extra one if it's the enemy. If you're charging the enemy army commander, and if you're the army commander, you charge into combat.
Yeah.
So until you get up to 4. So it actually gives me another one because he's the army commander. So. The Glade Guard are going to advance and stop there.
Yeah, it's a total of 3 rep, all right.
And then the Eternal Guard here are going to come up 5 and try for a second one.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's only 2. Yeah, it's 2.
Oh, yes. Let me remove one then. I put
two silver hazes. You can't put them into a.
There you go. Then these guys, did they just make the roll? Yes, they just made the roll. And they're going to wheel for 2.5, and they'll have to stop there because that's all they can do. They're going to stay where they are, and they're going to scoot up here and do that. He's going to come up this way and try to do this despite the rough terrain, and manages it, surprisingly.
I don't think you have. Oh yeah, the terrain. The terrain is what makes you have to roll 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take 2. Roll 2.
If you don't have agile.
Yes.
Ah.
Let's see. He has to go backwards if he does anything. So these guys are just gonna. These guys are gonna stick it. Except for the Glade Cabin. The Glade Cabin is gonna pop over to this one. And that will do it for movement.
Okay. Light missiles. Achilles.
Has us talking crazy in the chat.
About what?
Has is always talking crazy.
Yeah, that's great. Great to hear it has. Thanks for that. Whatever. Freedom units. Freedom units.
All right. From this one, which of these do I have to shoot at?
Either of them really. You can shoot either of them.
You're still gonna throw half no matter what you do. What's your range?
15.
Yeah, so you're gonna throw half no matter what you do. So it's up to you.
Okay. We'll shoot at those guys then.
3. Oh, marksman 4. One. What'd you feel about that?
I feel great.
They do.
You did. Unfortunately, you did have Dvengir, son of Grimir, hanging out there. So what do he think about it?
I think he felt great.
He did.
He did not get Harold Godwinson.
Yeah, there's none of that badness.
And these guys will shoot at the heathen warriors over here, or whatever they are.
Also
The
4.
Hearthguard.
Hearthguard. Also 4.
Sure.
Whatever you say.
Sure. Ooh! Oh, almost a kill.
Would have been
no,
a kill.
3.
It is
3.
not a kill. How do they feel about it? How does the Hearthguard
That's
feel?
that master crafted dwarven armor.
It is. It sure is.
They're fine.
And who's that back there? Is that's Thrormir, guardian of the Copper Pass? How does he feel?
I think he feels great.
He does.
He does. They're showered with arrows.
They're peppered with arrows,
guess
but
what?
as their
Oh, it slides
dwarven
right
armor,
off
I
that
tell you.
Beautiful, beautiful dwarven armor.
Mm-hmm.
That is all I have for shooting. So I guess
In the light phase, we would say the light phase. Which melee would you like? For surely there is a melee to be had.
let's start with the Tree Man because I want to see how that goes.
All right. I'm setting up my markers real quick. All right. He makes the math easy. 10.
He has towering gives him +2.
12. That's it.
12. You're rolling 1s, eating 4s.
Why is it the only thing I got running through my head is a Rush song?
The trees. Yeah,
Yes.
it's great too. All right. You in return, Mike, will be rolling 12.
Fives and sixes again.
5s and 6s.
Yeah.
3 for Chrono. Rerolling any 1s.
Yeah, no. I hit on 4s.
Oh,
remember?
yeah. 5 for Mike.
2, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7.
7 with a reroll.
Fun with a reroll.
Nothing. Just 7.
All right, we'll start with Mike because this is simple. So this is just 7. Obviously, you win, Chrono. We'll figure out what happens to you shortly. That is an armor of 4, so it's a single hit. That's not the worst he could have had.
Does Tree Man get support?
Yes. He shouldn't. That's a rare rule. He's aloof. Aloof should not get support, but he does. So, what happens here? He's taken this. No commanders. He goes backwards. 2.5, Mike, please. Let's see where you hit. Straight. Go back, up. I was curious about... Yeah, we're not going to require the other guy to go. But this guy certainly does. No check necessary there. It doesn't matter either way. This guy, though, does have to check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, you know what that means.
You do have your leader here.
Yeah,
You
you're gonna want that one back, Mike. Throwing
Yeah.
a mighty deed there. Yeah,
Yep, you got it that time.
because otherwise that's death.
Why would he die?
Because he's no, it's just another hit. It's just another hit.
Which would put him at half, which would be very
which
bad
would
for
shake
him.
him. Yeah. Okay, so no check there, but 1 there. 1. So you get 1 support.
That is correct. Let's see how we do. No, he just takes a hit.
Yeah, it takes a armor of 4. Yeah.
1 of 3.
That's a bigger deal than you'd think. Up to you. Do you want to come?
He's impetuous. He's got to come.
He has to, yeah.
I didn't realize that. So he gets that marker. And that's that. Yeah, he's in the scrum now. I guess we'll see.
That's what he's there for. That's what he's there
Yeah,
for.
for sure. No dispute. No dispute. All right, here's our next counter. Mike is going to be 12 again. I know that to be true. How about here? You going to throw something in there?
Well, he's throwing himself in for 3.
15.
And then these guys are big. That gives him another +1.
16.
So, and he'll throw in a mighty deed to make it 17.
17. Now, they don't have the crazy 4 thing, so it's 5s and 6s.
Yep.
17 for 5s and 6s, re-rolling 1s. Mike, 12 for 5s and 6s. Mike got
4.
4. How many did you got, Chrono?
1,
5.
2, 3, 4, 5.
And any rerolls?
No. I rolled all the 2s and 3s.
Wow. Also fearsome.
No,
Well,
Carno, you've got
No, you got
4
4
ones.
What, do I?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I do. Dang, I was looking at the wrong roller. Sorry, I apologize. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I looked at OJ's for some reason. So I'll reroll those. And pick up another one. So 6, I think.
6.
Still
Yeah,
just 1
6
hit.
total.
Still just a single hit because of that crazy dwarven armor. Actually, we're going to... Okay, so let's do the same thing we did last time that puts... He gets no support because of that aura craziness. Aura of Dread.
I thought that was one of his other 16.
Hang on a second.
that gave him that.
Hang on a second, Mike. I got to mark you.
Fearsome or brutal.
There you go. All right, let's see what we got. Blub, blub. There you go. And just like before, he checks.
I'll do it.
And he has a single support. 2.
Oh, yep. And something I want to mention before we move on. Can I notice something? Nothing. But
Ooh,
they take only 1.
That's but that would have gotten. Well, the first thing we got to do is he has to check.
Oh yes, that's right.
For 4.
He's good.
Yep. Let me give him the mark. Yep. What you want to mention?
Well, these guys are gonna pursue, so I'll just throw them up. Okay. Because of fearsome, these guys should be. This should be.
Oh
back
yeah. That's another 2.5.
Yeah. Nothing else changes, but
Yeah, go ahead and pull those, but yeah.
he chases same as always.
My bad. Selects.
Whoa, buddy! Whoa,
Spunky! What? No.
calm down.
Not that deep.
All right, and that's the only 2 melees, right?
Yes, that's the only 2 we have.
Dwarf time.
Okay. I don't like looking at the left flank. It makes me vomit a little. So I'm gonna start on the right.
We're good to hear.
This guy's coming.
Yeah.
Go for it. We will accept your charge.
Well, you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
It's good to know, but
And these guys will.
We prefer to think that we have a choice.
Yeah.
yeah. I assume that yeah. So that is because you have a hero leading a charge. You receive a silver has.
Hurrah!
Congratulations.
Put the silver has back in the bucket. It's back in the Pringles can.
Yeah.
Now, these berserks can go back through these guys.
They can?
Yep.
I think they will.
And they go right past them and stop.
Okay.
That's it.
Alright, and these guys, I think have to go and fight these guys.
Yep, they would.
So, there we
They just go straight. They go straight
Yeah,
ahead.
they have to go dead straight, and then they'll pivot to the face, so they'll square up.
And you got 2.5 inches to
Yes.
slide over.
So
and-
slide over 2.5.
Where's that kid at?
You get to there.
Was it just-
Slide yourself down that way. There. That's what you do.
And these guys. Can they come through them?
No,
Okay, so these
can't
guys
go. Can't do the
They
reverse.
can veer
kind of
this.
slide-
They can veer that way. That's it.
Yep.
And they can do it twice. So they could veer that way, and if they get a second one, actually, are they drilled? No, they're not.
No, they're not.
So they can roll and see if they can go straight forward.
Give me that roll up. Let me.
No.
Gosh, you make me so mad. Can this guy?
It's two. Yeah.
Alright. I mean, how bad is this fight? It's not too bad, I don't think. So,
I will point out that I do have this trait that I'm probably going to use on this guy called On My Command Unleash Hell, which will give me some bonus shooting dice, which I can throw into this first round of combat.
Oh, you have shooting. That's correct.
Well, it's still all one melee. It's not like he gets to go first.
Yeah,
But
no, just like-
he will have extra dice.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah, I will be generating extra dice that will impact your command decision making. I just want to let you know that before, so I don't just spring it on you in a few minutes.
Yeah. Is it with the support on this one? I think so.
It might be, honestly. Support's very powerful. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, but it's not guaranteed.
Well, nothing is guaranteed. You're
I
rolling
suppose.
dice.
But
Yeah, that's the command friction.
This might needs a +1 in this fight, though, right?
That's
It
a
is.
yeah. That would be a +1 to the fight.
He will already give you a +1 by virtue of being in the fight, but
Okay. Well, yeah. I'll reroll.
All right.
Come on. Make it worth my while.
He gets it.
Thank you.
He did. Okay.
That's the right. Actually, let me see if I can move this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a little nudge.
Oh no!
Let me see if I can give this guy an edge.
Got it that time.
So,
You don't, you're backing up. Okay.
now, yeah, cool.
If you shoot that way, you're going to be at... Well, you're going to be half no matter what. Never mind. Forget I said it.
Yeah, I'm pretty much at half no matter what I do.
Yeah, because you're not in the kill box.
Could I pivot him and move him a little forward?
You can. Let me tell you, you don't want to get him anywhere near the enemy because he can't shoot in close combat.
I know.
That's why he's backing up. So he's
Yeah.
like,
The backing up is by far the smarter play.
Alright, then that'll be good.
OJ.
To move these guys right here, I just want to shift them. I don't have to roll, right?
You sure don't.
First move.
so veritable phalanx of dwarves.
Oh, yeah.
You seem to be surrounding your tree, sir.
Oh.
Let him. Oh, backing up.
Interesting.
I hear-
Do I get my third deed back now, or
Yeah,
you
you should have had it. You should always restock at the start of the turn.
at the start of our turn? Yep. Okay.
Did you
All
spend
right.
it this turn or you spend it last turn?
When did you spend that, OJ? No, you don't get it back. No, you spent it on this
Yeah,
guy.
that's-
Yeah. You get it
yeah,
at the
that's
start of
what
the
I
whole
thought.
turn. Yeah, you don't.
That's what I thought. That's why I was.
Who's he with, Mike? Make sure he's there.
Oh. Guess he's over here.
Yeah.
This guy,
Got it.
to be clear. This way. And that's really all the movements I got right now.
Okay. Bunker, on the left you hate so much.
Because I can't do anything like swap these guys around or anything, right?
No.
No, that's what I thought. I just wanted to double check before, right?
Yeah.
You could get out of this guy's way, but that's it.
Yeah.
These guys. Man, I don't know. I think I'm going to just move this way.
It's a conundrum
Wrapped in enigma.
surrounded by a mystery.
Just kind of shift everyone up. And these guys. Is that wide enough? No. I should have rolled for them earlier.
Who's that?
These guys. I rolled for their double.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be too shirty about it because like we're learning. They're advancing into my flank.
That they are. I'm curious to see how it'll go.
Well,
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
That's not foolish.
Yeah, those guys. That's fine.
Yep.
That's big one, so-
They can go.
They can?
Yeah, the mist is lifted. Usually it is 3 and up.
Oh, really? Oh. Okay. Just gonna do.
I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom.
There you go.
I'm guessing there aren't flanking bonuses in this.
No. There is in melee, but to get a real flank
Yeah.
is crazy.
It feels
Yeah,
a lot
keep
like
coming
chess.
forward. I'll show you how it's done.
These guys. I'm gonna take the 5. Now, let's see if they'll do. Wait, are they drill? I think they are. Yeah, they are. So they can just do it in second one, right?
Yep.
These guys.
Oh, here comes the Hearthguard.
They're just gonna stay there. And these guys. Oh wait, you guys should be together. These guys are gonna try to move. Do they have to move through this rough terrain in these?
The first one's free, and the second one you have to roll.
They're agile. They don't care about that.
Oh, they're agile. Never mind. So they don't care at all. They don't care.
They do have to. They do have to roll for the second one regardless, but it's just a normal roll.
Yeah.
Command roll. So
Okay, yeah, that's good. Excellent.
You're all good?
Yep.
All right. Light shooting. What do you got? You had these skirmishers, but I don't think they got anything. That's heavy
I don't think
shoot.
this guy's
That's heavy
light.
shooting. No, he's not. He's many things. Light shooting is not among them. Those
lights
guys-
can't shoot in any direction. It's just gonna have
Yeah,
them. So.
that's true. They can shoot 360.
Alright, so then I'll have them shoot these guys.
You want to shoot those guys? Sure.
Ooh.
Two.
Got one.
How do they feel about that?
Yeah.
Oh, and a check for the lunar too. I'm at it. Ooh, they don't like
They
that.
don't. Ooh, that's a problem. So they don't. So what do you want to do about that? Let's work through that.
Let's see. Let me check this. I will try to re-roll that.
There you go.
But I don't.
No.
Oh, they're apparently going back, so they're
Okay,
gonna go back.
So well, you might as well check now.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, they're gone.
I'll try to re-roll that. Okay, they don't leave.
So, but
But
they do
go
pass.
back.
They do go back. Yeah. And these guys.
They're okay.
Yeah, they're fine. That was bizarrely effective. Who knew?
I have to roll. I have to check. For,
Oh yeah, you got to check for your guy too.
They are.
They're fine.
He remains unfazed.
Okay. These scouts
Yep. The Blade Riders.
outside the kill box, I imagine. Yep.
Yes, two. I think.
Yeah. Two.
Got one.
Yeah. How do they feel about that, Glade Riders?
Yeah. Blade Riders.
No. Gosh, it's a good question.
They're fine.
They're okay.
And these guys,
I would prefer to
they can shoot in a hole. They can shoot anywhere they want, just at half.
shoot these guys.
Shoot there. Two.
See if I can get dare tack.
One.
One. How do they feel about it? They're fine. And how is Dertak, Glade Captain?
Hmm,
Is it 3-4?
Oh no,
he's
fine.
okay.
Yeah, it's 3 up.
It's 3 up.
Yeah, it's 3. It was all during the fog that it was 4 up. All right. Any other light shooters? All done? All right. Talk about melees. Velker, OJ. What melees we got here? Call them out.
We'll start on the right.
Sure. Alright.
Let
Do
me.
yours on the right. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so we start out with 12, 13.
Where is it?
13. 13, and you do get to reroll ones, Velker. Look at that.
Yeah.
And Chrono. He will start with 12, 13 with Marksman. What else you giving him? 13, 14, 15 with Teveril. What else?
He is going to use on my command Unleash Hell, in which case executing, which is a mighty deed is spent. That's his use.
That's the whole game?
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah, it can only be used once per game, so this is his one use of it.
I am deleting it. We were at 15. What does it add?
It adds a d6.
16.
Well, d6, 1d6.
Oh, you get to
I
roll
can
that
roll for
much.
it.
Got it. 20. That's quite good. So what did you say? What did I say you had, Velker? 13?
13.
13 to 20, you get to reroll ones. Ooh. Velker, that was
Yeah,
not good.
he rolled
I got
like
2, but I
all
got
ones.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones.
All right, so that's 2 for Velker and 6 rerolls. 2 more. Chrono, what'd you have?
I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
9.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Ouch. All right, let's see how many Velker can get out of. Looks like just 1. Yep. 2d6 for your supports, Velker.
If he makes both of them, he'll avoid an extra hit. So
Does not.
It's only 5 and 6?
Yep. All right, but now we check over here. He's got a single, so that's 2 for you, Chrono.
mm-hmm. Saved 1, which will not save me a hit.
All right. So, with all that be done, let me do some stamping. 1, 2.
Jim's favorite part of the evening.
It kind of is. Kind of is. So with 8 hits, 4 armor, obviously, yeah. All right, let's, before we go anywhere, you did take 2 hits. Let's check for Dolfor. 2 dice.
Well, it's 8 hits. It's more than that, I think. It's based on.
Oh, yeah, it's based on the number of hits. Yeah, it's over there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3 dice.
Oh, big man.
Ooh.
And he has no dice. He is dead. Now, we have to find out how he died. How did Dolfor, Captain of the Guard, die? Velker, you will roll 1d6. You would very much like to roll high, I believe. Yes, you would like to roll high. Yes.
Oh.
Though I die, I smite thee. The dying hero strikes a final blow at the enemy unit, melee combat or hero single combat. Must roll a 4, 5, or 6 on a 1d6. So Chrono has to roll a 4, 5, or 6, or lose a point of stamina.
All right. I remember seeing there was something. Where's the? Is it on here? It's on the QRS, right? Yeah. I remember there being a misprint or something, but I can't remember what it was. I rolled a 6.
He does. So, with the death of Dolfor, you will now lose a rep. You lose the Silver Has.
1 whole rep. Oh no.
It adds up.
Yeah, it does. You don't want to lose anybody like that either.
I can't believe he's.
What's that?
1 rep on that guy.
Yeah. Okay, so that was that. Yes, everything is as it was. So I get that. So Velker, you go back 2.5 inches. This guy does. Keep going. And I catch up. Now these guys have to make another check. Pass. And these guys, I assume, they're not.
I have
Do
to
you wish
check. I'll check to see if I stand.
Okay.
And they do.
Okay.
How much stamina do they have?
Yeah, for some reason I mistyped. How many do they actually?
Should be 4.
They have 4 stamina?
Yeah, these are his best troops.
Wait, how many did he hit me for?
He hit you for 4.
Okay, I should have another wound then. My armor is only 2.
Yep. There it is. Okay, now this fight. Not nearly so much magic to pull out of their pocket on this one.
Nope. It's gonna be 12 to 12, I think.
12 to 12 to 12 to 12. Yeah. And he again is re-rolling 1s. 12 to 12, Velker re-rolling 1s. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Re-roll 1.
5.
No. So 6 and 5. Let's check it. So I see just 1 for you. Yes.
Yes, it's gonna be the one.
And
Yeah.
so 2 dice for Chrono.
Are they heavy?
Yeah.
Saved 1,
Yeah. Not,
which is not gonna help me much. Well, it prevents me getting a 3rd wound, so I'll take it.
yeah. And then Velker saving 2.
Both would be great.
Wow. Okay.
That makes it 5 to 5, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I take 2 hits out of that,
Yep.
which is not great, but
And takes
take
1,
one.
I believe.
Yes.
There we are.
But it is a tie, I think.
And I think you win ties. Or no, we stay in the
think-
fight. We stay in the fight.
No one wins tie. A drawn combat.
Yeah, it's a drawn
If you
combat.
lost in combat,
Yeah, it's
and the charge
so yeah,
winning
he
goes
loses
away.
the charge bonus, and we'll be back to it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Party time.
It's not going to end well for these guys probably because they are.
Yeah,
now
that's a
fighting.
bad deal for them because they want to. Yeah, this, by the way, Velker, is their one big weakness. They've got a grand total of armor 2.
Right.
Yes.
So that's even though they are 35 points.
You know, they also, after the first bout of combat, they get a lot worse. They
Yep.
lose 4 of their dice.
Yes. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
interesting to
that's the
economy.
other thing is losing those bows is brutal for everybody that has them.
Yeah, it's an interesting dichotomy because there are formed units like this who have CD10 with shooting die 5. They're also pretty good in early, but then you know if they don't win that win, they're in
Suddenly it's a lot less desirable.
yeah.
All right, so let's go down here to this big brawl for OJ. Well, which one do you want? Actually, it's up to you, OJ. Call it.
Oh, just right to left is fine.
All right. Right to left. That's 12. Yeah, let's see what else. Yep. 12, and suddenly it's 12. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Plus 1 for big.
Big, 13.
Plus
14, 15, 16.
and I'll spend these 2 mighty deeds since we're nearing the end of the turn here.
18. You, you're behind here. Actually, oh, that's right. You'd have to be in the unit to throw that.
Mm-hmm.
So, 18. Yeah. 18 to 12 with 18 re-rolling ones.
No hits.
Oh,
One
One
hit,
hit.
Mike.
my gosh.
You got 1, yeah.
Oh, I also rolled terribly though. I only rolled 3.
Do you get to reroll ones, I think?
No, Chrono does. You got any ones, Chrono?
No.
he didn't. He didn't get
2s
a
and
single one.
3s. 2 3s and 4s.
OJ sucked all the ones out of the room with that
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah.
Well, you took my 1s, and no one
You've
has
taken
saved.
my ones, you fiend! Unfortunately, OJ gets no support, and Chrono gets no support.
I also get no.
No
yeah.
support? Yeah.
I have
So,
to check for.
As that is so,
No
yeah,
damage.
check for dude. Yes, he's fine. And there's no wow!
They threw a lot of
The handbag fight of handbag fights. These mighty warriors and nobody does bupkis. And they are no longer charging. That
No, I win based on overall hits.
No. You have to do hits to win.
I
I'm
Wait.
pretty sure. I think it's on damage.
no. No, determining hits is numbers of 5s and 6s cause. Stamina damage is based on armor. And if you get
Yeah,
over
well,
armor.
but that's not the question.
Where is?
Don't Robert me now.
Wins. Wins.
Where is it? Stamina, melee combat, recruiting. I know it's in here somewhere. There, fighting victory. If the combat was not drawn and no units were destroyed, the side scoring the most hits,
Go to drawn. That's the key.
drawn equal. If the units in melee combat cause an equal number of hits after any support rolls have been made, the combat is drawn.
Okay, very good. All right, so. Let's figure this out. They're going to continue to push you, OJ. They are not fearsome. So
Yes.
2.5 inches back, OJ, and I will follow you.
I thought you said it was a draw.
It was. Chrono is correct. It's not a draw in terms of hits. It's not a draw in terms of stamina loss. He beat you in hits.
Yeah, but I thought that's what he just read. Is it's a draw?
No.
No.
It's poorly worded, which is why it confused me.
Okay. The way he read it,
I agree.
heard
I
it was
agree.
a draw.
This is a rare case, by the way. Rare, folks. You heard me say rare, where I think James misses. Because he makes this distinction between hits and stamina, and it's not regularly enough made clear. Where is that, anyway?
For the difference or where the
for
wording on
drawn
this?
in the melee combat. There it is. Actually, the better paragraph isn't the one Chrono read. It's 58. If the combat was not... I think that's what you started reading.
Yes,
if the combat was not drawn, which means that the... see, that's where I was confused. If the units in a melee combat cause an equal number of hits after support rolls, so that isn't what happened. You rolled 3-1. Then the combat is drawn and the fighting units stay locked in combat. If the combat was not drawn, which yours is not, and no units are described, the side scoring the most hits after support has been resolved wins the combat. So.
Right, but that it's kind of defined earlier in the chapter because for removing under step 4, remove stamina on page 57. It says if the number of hits caused equals or exceeds the armor value of the target unit, it will lose a point of stamina.
That still doesn't help. Yeah, it's.
I had to come back 5 inches.
Yeah,
no, 2.5.
2.5. He's not all scary like that.
Yeah,
So
I did the 2.5, and then you moved him back another 2.5.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
La. So the only thing that matters is this guy and this guy. No, I take it back. Just this guy. Only he matters.
That guy.
Yep. Check for him. You will probably want to spend a point on that.
Yep. There we go.
There. And I must give him his marker back. And now this one, with no wizards or no nothing. Everybody's just down.
Just a big ugly tree.
Big ugly tree coming in at 10, 11, 12. It's going to be 12 to 12.
Yep.
All right, OJ, you got a chance with this one, 12 to 12.
I do have the rerolling ones and all that going on.
And you're hitting on 4 on the... Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
Just 2.
I think you got 4.
5. You got 5, Chrono.
You got... Oh, you got 2. Yeah, jeez.
You got 5 and 2 rerolls.
Yep.
6, 7.
Not enough to cause second hit, but...
All right. Well, there's nothing much else to adjudicate. He did no hits. There are no leaders. Single hit.
We did hits. He didn't remove stamina. He didn't cause stamina damage.
Right. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So, OJ, go back 5 this time. And now bring that guy back 5. I assume he'll just line up. Yep.
This big tree
Just
moving
motoring.
down the field.
Just shoving.
Yeah. OJ really wanted to put a hit on him there.
Yeah, one hit. Yeah, I think he won more to put another hit. No, like 2 more to put another
he
hit.
sucked on that. Because the problem is he's only got 3 stamina.
Yeah, that you get past his armor, he only has 3 stamina, so 2 hits means he's suddenly throwing half the dice.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the letdown moment there. What are you gonna do?
Do I still need a roll to see if they...
Yes, you have to check in.
it?
And
Use
you're
my
going to
last
spend that
bead.
there. Good enough. Whee. All right. Well, given the hour and the fact that this is now turning into our last 3 turns, 5, 6, and 7. Ooh.
Do we get to do heavy shooting?
Oh, we didn't do heavy shooting. Thank you.
He's been wanting to shoot that thing.
I know.
It's been all day.
I've been very rude of me.
Oh.
The defenders do get to go first, so Velker?
I'm guessing I can't shoot into combat.
Correct.
So, is this in line?
You should. It's not a bowling alley that way because it doesn't matter. You've got to shoot forward. It's a thing like this.
Oh, okay. So I was just
But-
thinking, do I get to hit this guy?
Yeah, it's just gonna be half.
Oh, so yeah, that was my question. I was hoping
It's gonna be 4, but we have to again look up Hell's Breath and Blast, which are extra nasty things.
Blast means if it's in his forward bowling alley, he gets to roll his full, even if it's not. in his,
So then you could shoot at those guys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm not sure if you guys really block because it's the enemy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see how they could.
And then Hell's Breath means when they check for their shooting disruption, they roll 2 dice and take the lowest because they're throwing dead cows or explosive shells or something.
So yeah, you get to roll. Wow, that's nasty. So you get to roll 8 at them.
Exploding dead cows.
Yeah, even so.
Do I get to shoot it at these guys?
Yeah, because as we said, the guys that are sitting right in front of them are bad guys.
I guess.
Yeah.
Alright.
Two.
I don't think it's quite enough, but
Armor is
Yeah,
3.
they're-
Well, they still have to check though and roll 2 dice.
Oh, they didn't like that.
Okay.
If I want to.
I wouldn't want to be fighting a troll breaker.
At least you got to fire it.
Back off, pal.
Attackers, you got any? What you got?
Not really, because I mean, this is in the way here. They can shoot for half here, though.
Where's that? I'm sorry. Oh, sure.
It's gonna be 4.
4. Yeah.
Pew pew. A mere 1.
Check for it, please.
OJ?
No, I'm sorry.
No worries. Yep, they're good.
They're shooting. It's actually. I should check. I think that's all of the formed shooters for the dwarves, right?
Yeah, we only had the cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Elves.
This is going to be a quarter, kind of shooting over these guys
And at long
And-
range. Yeah.
at long range. So
So 2.
nothing. We're out of arrows.
Oops.
Reload.
I think you just shot those war dancers in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
War
Like
dancers
us,
are very
like us,
fast.
huh?
This is why you don't shoot artillery over your.
Yeah, there you go.
They're not dancing so much now.
Anything else?
I think that's it.
I think we got the stuff, done all the stuff. All right. Well, we just got around to 9 o'clock, which is a good enough place to knock this off. Let's, first of all, put all your mighty deeds back. Make sure you've reloaded your guys. So our most noble casualty so far, if I'm correct, is Dolfor, Captain of the Guard.
I believe so.
Yeah, he's the only one, I think.
We've had no single combat.
We were about to, but we didn't get to the turn.
I was waiting for this guy to jump in.
He's
He's
apparently-
nasty. He's nasty.
Oh, he's bringing all of it. Oh, for sure.
See, my boy was going to come up here and fight this guy, but we didn't get to the turn. So.
Ah, okay.
Ah, yes.
Gonna fight you some scouts, huh? Well, he could evade you too.
I don't care about the scouts. I wanted to challenge this guy.
The only way you can do that is to get him into melee.
But you probably could, though, because you come up and get into position. You've got double his movement.
Except he's got it. You're assuming he succeeds in the roll because he's got it. Unless he's agile.
No, he's not.
No, so he'd have to take 2 dice and take the low one.
It's still possible.
It is. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, sure. For sure. Achilles has had enough of Velker's smack talk over at the left. Yeah. All right, let me get a few.
I
Don't
would.
you feel
Oh, sorry.
dishonorable?
No, I'm just getting a couple. Please talk. I'm just getting a few shots of the fog lift.
I'm interested to hear what OJ and Belker think about the game.
Me too.
I think it's really fun. I do really like the support system. I like I think taking off hits or taking off, I guess, the the damage done by having your jolly compatriots behind you, it makes a lot of sense.
OJ?
The shooting feels good.
Yeah, it's hard to get a feel for it though, because I don't know that these dwarves are evenly matched with who they're facing. But
Oh, I do. I think you just...
Do you?
And it's not your fault. You've never played the game before. You just did it wrong.
oh,
Wow.
You did well, you did. I mean,
Oh man,
you've got to figure out
hang your
where...
head in shame, OJ.
No! What did I say first? What did I say first? He had no idea. You can't hold a guy accountable for what he doesn't know. You just did it wrong. This guy... No, not that guy. This guy, every swinging you-know-what archer I've got is shooting at that guy.
well, that's fine, but we placed our units first, and
You had the ability to place a ton of archers in the center. Because you got to
Yeah, but-
think, he ain't
But
coming...
if we do
This
that, they place him here.
He doesn't know. If they do that, then I don't worry about that guy. Let him come. It's this in the centerpiece. You can't let this guy get into contact, because what he's going to do, and it's going
Shove
to
him off the
happen,
board.
he's going to shove these 3 units off the board.
yeah, but remember we had that mist, so he was already within
That's a fair point. That is a fair
combat
point.
zone by the time
I
you
mean,
get
I
to,
the one thing about the scenario is that, I mean, you don't exactly. I mean, it depends on how you do it with your opponent, but you don't necessarily know what who's in what detachment. But you could, and I mean, but generally, I mean, you could tell your opponent before the game, here's what I have in what detachment, and then you could.
Yeah, I guess my point was, although OJ, you're right about the mist. The business with the mist is these guys can't be in the front.
I was
Right,
actually surprised.
but
the cannon
we
wasn't
didn't
in
really
the
have
middle.
much else to do. I mean,
Yeah,
our gun,
it-
because of the
yeah,
mist, was
yeah.
pretty much worthless until this last turn. It just only got to shoot once out of what 3 or
Yeah.
4 turns.
Yeah.
Because
think-
of the mist.
I think-
And we've only had the 3 scouts that had bows. That's all we had.
They do move quick though, so in theory you could have shifted your scouts over to the left to screen.
In
If
theory,
you're right.
but they were being charged down by cavalry. So, they had things that they had to deal with too.
Yeah, and
shift them
I
to
will
the right
also
would have
say,
just made them
if
more flank.
you hadn't have hit 2 times on 6 dice or 12 dice, this guy is suddenly, now suddenly at half.
And he's done.
He's suddenly at
Yeah.
over half stamina,
No,
and then I don't care about him. So that's just
Sure.
a die roll thing. I actually,
Yeah.
my point I'm making is, I don't think their armies are unbalanced. I would not.
No, because my main thing is most of my archers here, as we discovered here, are very brittle.
Yeah,
because of the
yeah.
armor
These
too.
guys are actually having a party because these. I don't know if you've noticed, but these guys are in a bad way right now.
Yeah, most of your guys are armor 4,
really hard to hang hits on.
and these guys here are CD12. Almost all of ours are armor 3s.
Yeah, but you've got these 3 CD12s sitting right here on your.
Yeah,
on
he does.
yourself.
But the point is, unless he gets these
you
guys
got
out
like
of here,
12
which is not
CD12s.
going to be easy to do.
And these guys are all rep 3. They're expensive.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
He if you look at the rep situation, if he loses these, that's more than half his rep.
That's
Yeah.
almost all my rep.
Yeah.
That's more than all. That's almost all my rep. In fact.
Yeah, so no, this fight is tight. This is actually a very, very close fight. Although this piece is going to be brutal because it's going to do the same thing to you.
Yeah.
Because now these guys, if I'm right, yeah, they're now they're at half. The only thing I'm worried about, yeah, these guys won't leave, but these 2 guys are gone.
They might die though. So
Yeah, they might die.
depending how I roll.
So right there, we're going to lose.
You'll
half
lose.
of
You're guaranteed
next turn.
almost to lose
Right.
6 rep.
6?
You may lose 9. But there's another choice too that you did have, which I've mentioned to you, which is this.
Yeah.
Which would probably,
Because
I mean, that would have kept you from moving backwards, but
well, no, the big
with
thing
the
is
aura,
this
you
guy
can't-
on a 7-turn game, even if he does what I was talking about, he shoves him all the way off the board, and now he's useless.
then to spend a turn changing facing.
If you get
Yeah,
if you make
turn
the
around.
command roll.
Yeah.
It's like checkers.
And honestly, like a lot of the games I've seen reported on tend to be very tight games when it comes down to ending rep scores. I think
Oh,
our
yeah.
very first game with the Orcs and Romans was a bit of an outlier in that case.
I agree. Orcs and Romans was weird, but the first game we had, our game of Saxons versus Normans was weird. Orcs versus how close was Saxons versus Normans?
It ended up not being that close, but everything cascaded like the last.
That's
turn or
right.
two.
That's right. You had a series of really, really bad rolls at the end.
Hey, I won both of those games. I wanted you to know.
So I mean, I don't think it's. I mean, it's easy for me to say that, but I think. I don't think the armies are unbalanced. They just have different strengths, and the start of the game played a bit more the strength I had in my army.
That could certainly be. Haz is asking if the Hearthguard are facing the wrong way. They're not.
They don't look like it.
They're
They're
not.
not. They just kind of look like that from very far up, I guess.
They look like little cylinders.
Fire hydrants.
Yeah. The stamps. I'm so pleased with the way the stamps work that you do that. Oh, this is good stuff. This is very good stuff. Cool.
I do like how the movement works in this game. It makes
I like the way the movement works. It solves out, as we've talked a lot about, it solves out a lot of the nonsense with DBA and DBM. It keeps it very simple, very direct. There's some fun interactions. There are some fun abilities. Probably the only ability. How much is it? Do you remember how much Aura of Dread is?
Oh, I can find it really quick. It's not that hard.
Strong.
Yeah, because Aura of Dread is gigantic.
Oh, it's very, very handy.
I
I mean, seriously, this guy would be getting 6 support otherwise.
Well, and that's something that just totally neutralized the dwarves' one advantage, right?
Oh, I agree. I agree.
The support. I mean, that just
Oh,
totally neutralized your-
Is it the same on
anything that we had going here for support. So
Let me see. It's 12. It's an additional 12 points.
Oh, okay. So it's a fortune. Okay.
So like, so just for an example, in the builder, these dwarves would just be.
Well, everybody's pointed, so you can get a sense.
Yeah. So these guys.
So your Iron Hill dwarves are 27. So this is.
Berserks are with 13, so basically.
There you go.
a unit
That
of
costs an
Berserks.
entire unit of Berserks just to get that one ability.
So the way you handle this guy, I think, seems like you just fight him with one guy and you get everybody else out of the way.
Yeah, you
One at a time.
just let him shove as much as you want. Exactly.
Or you
'Cause
get.
you don't
or
get
I
the
think-
support anyway.
Or I
So-
think maybe appropriately, since you also kind of use this stuff to represent war elephants, if you hit him with light troops.
Yep.
and just-
Yeah.
Well,
just
that was
pepper
my
him.
first point, is that everybody I've got that has a missile weapon is shooting at this dude to the extent possible. But OJ's right. OJ's right. When you're able to only shoot 5 inches,
Yeah, that hurts.
you know.
I mean,
Definitely.
basically, we would have had to have lined up opposite him from the get-go.
Yeah, and I certainly would have done everything in my power. Like I say, if he wants to go over to the left, I'll take Achilles' point, or if he wants to be over here, I'll take Achilles' point. Line up one guy against him and let him push.
Yeah, because then he's just fighting your 3 Hearthguard over here, and it's like
Whatever, and I might actually hit him.
Yeah,
the Hearthguard
I
are
mean,
also, yeah.
you did.
No, this
You
gave
did
him
with the
this
one
gave
guy you
him
spin fighted.
this gave him guys to kill.
It is disrupting the center, but I might be losing the
I'm not
over
sure
here.
I care over much about that, because you can't follow it up that easily. Sooner or later, like right over here, you've got this mess going on. You know.
Yeah, and it's like, and maybe, and this is my 3rd game, so it's not like I'm an expert on it yet or anything. So I mean, I feel like if I really wanted to make a strong center push, I may, instead of backing him up with these archer units, I swap out and put the spearmen here to be more of a solid follow-up to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just look at-
you know, Chrono, you don't get to be an expert until you can beat me.
It's true. I've lost to you twice now.
Achilles
And I
calling
don't
it
even-
out.
And I don't know anything about this stuff.
Wait, I'm not sure what that says about the game, that the guy who knows nothing about it is dominant. That's funny. That is supremely funny. So did we get there? Did we get there? A mere 17 likes. What you gonna do? That's for a Monday night, not bad. Anyway, this was fun. I like me some Midgard. We're gonna play this. We'll finish this up. I gotta save this. And we shall call this, that's Elves and Dwarves.
Why not?
Seems logical.
A little on the nose. I'm still not 100% certain what's happening. OJ and I have been talking about some during the day World War II gaming in using war game design studio stuff. We haven't done that in an age. And we might do that. I might play a game. That's right. You've been threatened. We also might do something in the early afternoon because Velker is. Are you going to be a mascot tomorrow?
I don't know. I hope so. I guess we'll see though.
He is going to the Milwaukee Wave soccer game to work on the operations team, and he may well be. Is it Brad Beach?
Brad Beach.
Brad Beach, their mascot.
Based on the beach class.
Yeah, based on Bradford Beach, which is a lovely beach right here in the city of Milwaukee. So I may be Sarah Rodriguez, as our guy Giorgio would put it. So maybe we put 2 games together. And then, of course, Wednesday is New Year's Day, which who knows, but that would theoretically be Lagny and Quatre Bras for bloody big battles. And then, well, on into 2025, and we'll see what we got over in our Charnwood game. So look at all the games. Look at all the games. There's a boatload. Thanks to those who hung around and watched this one. Grim Harbinger is happy about something. I don't know which one. Maybe all of them. I don't know. But thanks to those who watched. Thanks to those who played. Until we meet again, please take care of yourselves and one another. We will talk soon. Pause. Pause.